Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome to the Green Tide, baby. It's going to be Greenskins today, and we're going to be seeing what we can do. Maybe crump some gits and have a good time along the way. All right. So let me get my opponents here. Looks like they're good to go. Okay, death by ricochet. We're up. Okay, so I think we're going to be playing Dwarves round one, which is a very fun matchup. It could be the dreaded Thunder Barge. We're going to have to see. I wonder if they would Thunder Barge. He did try and Thunder Barge me last time we played, and it didn't work out. We were able to beat the Thunder Barge, but yeah, do a Goblin-only army. You know, that there are some matchups in which you could probably get away with that. There are a couple. All right, so let me tag the homies. Goblins, we're live. Good luck, have fun. All right, so the round is up. Greenskins versus Dwarves in the round uno. We're going to see if we can take him down and get our lobby set up here. And let's invite the Dwarves. The dreaded Dowie are here. Cool. So he's going to be on his way over. And we're going to be playing Greenskins against Dwarves. I don't know what the meta build is here, but I do have some fun ideas about it. And Greenskins have so many monsters. Arachnox, Colossal Squigs. Now you have the Feral Wyverns, of course, as well. Feral Wyverns against Gyros is kind of an interesting idea, but they are much more expensive, is kind of the issue there. So let's go to Domination, close down the teams, and we're going to start on the map, Pick and Bans. All right, so he has banned Bordello Landing. And what are the other maps? Crystal Lake or Putrefying Carcass? Let's do the Putrefying Carcass. I think is going to be fine. Hey, Nixon, thank you for the donation, man. That's very generous of you. Greatly appreciate it, boss. Hope you're ready to see me get wrecked with Greenskins, but we're going to have some fun because we're going to go down fighting. We'll play the Carcass. Yeah. We'll play the old Putrefying Carcass, see how that goes. A little bit of a brawly map. Granted, Dwarves can certainly brawl pretty well. Nasty Skulkers, so there'll be some stuff. Yeah, there'll be some stuff. Let me look at this matchup right now and see what the stats look like. Dwarves are currently sitting at a 50% win rate, and yeah, they're fine against Greenskins. It's like a 50-50 matchup. Okay. Unfortunately, though, he has a Dwarf main, so he probably knows the matchup a little bit better than I. So we're going to have to raw dog it here. Let me go ahead and do this. Get our James Hetfield blocker up. It's a DPS race. Yeah, we'll see. So choices. Dwarven shooting is scary. They got a lot of witchcraft here. It's going to be fun. Let's get this party started and let's do it. I really wish the Blorks were a little bit better here. I do feel like they're a bit of a liability. Slayers are, of course, going to be all over the battlefield. We're going to be seeing a whole bunch of those. And I would wager that he will probably... I mean, if he goes Thunder Barge, it didn't work out well for him last time. I mean, he could go Thunder Barge again. We can also bring some stuff in reserve, obviously. That would be good there. Okay. So let's get this, and this, and this, and this. All right, so those dudes are ready to go, ready to party. I know, Black Orcs are so cool. It's such a risky thing, though. It's very, very risky. All right, let's bring you guys in reserve. Squid Coppers are pretty good against Dwarves as well. Granted, even the basic Boar Boy Biggins are pretty good, too. The 650 ones, they definitely don't do a terrible job. All right, so we'll get you homies. And aside from this, Dwarves could have some shooting. Rock lobbers are always pretty hilarious to get going against the Dwarves as well. All right. So we got two of these guys. We're scheming up a big build right now. The Thunder Barge? Yeah, the Blunder Barge. That's what it should be called, right? All right. So we're going to get homie here. He's going to do this. And I think that's not terribly useful. That is very good. That's pretty good as well. And we do have this too. Now, I'm thinking about the magic options against Dwarves. Do they really have a lot of good magic choices? Insert the Rogue Idol. No Rogue Idol today. I will. Okay, I take that back. I will do the Rogue Idol if I lose a couple games and I don't have a chance at top 4. But until that day comes, we will not Rogue Idol. Not this day. All right, so we got these homies here and these homies here as well. Cool. And what are we going to be getting in the main line here? Oh, we're going to stream Project Zomboid tomorrow. Yeah, I had so much goddamn fun yesterday. It was that game rules. It's very, very fun. Got to worry about blasting charges, of course. Blasting charges are a menace. We don't want to fear them too much, though. Okay, so against dwarves, trying to think about the infantry variants. Orc boys are decent. I think black orcs are a little bit risky, maybe in the mainline build, but we'll see. Gork or Mork, yeah. I don't know. Hard to choose between the two. They're both good at different things here. Okay, so one is sneaky and one is cunning, but which is which? That is the true question. Okay, so those guys look all good to go. We got homies here. The Dawi are going to be marching to war for sure. Yeah, so we got to worry about what? Like the Grim Delvers, some of the shooting pieces. The archers I'm not too worried about. Pump wagons are also, I think, a pretty good inclusion here. Probably could mix in a couple pump up the jam wagons. Pump up the jam. All right, so you guys... I'm doing a very forbidden build. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing multiplayer Zomboid tomorrow. I have to see who I'm able to get. And we can go from there. Okay, so those guys, you know, they have the... Let me read the stats on these things. Okay, and that is those. Get a couple of these homies ready to go. And now we have a little bit of money left. And the Gabos will maybe rule here today. We'll see. We will see. Hey, Sam. Thank you. Turin, you and the wife got to see the one battle after another. Paul. Yeah? Okay, I'll check it out. I haven't, it's playing in my local theater, so maybe I'll go give it a gander. See what's cooking over there. Thank you for the recommendation, man. That's the one that has Leonardo DiCaprio in it, right? Is that what I'm thinking of? Are we thinking of the same thing? Basic trolls are kind of an interesting idea, although Savage Orc's kind of cute as well. We'll do one of you guys. What about shielded blorks? I don't think so. Savage Orcs are okay against Slayer spam. That is one thing they do pretty good against. Pick a different banner. Yeah, okay, we'll pick a different banner. Yeah, we're gonna do the Moon Howlers. Oh, but that's very similar to his banner actually. We got to change that. It's like literally the same. The Tusked Suns. Ground the Paunch will see some play tonight. In this matchup, he's all right. He does have some liabilities and some things he's a little bit weak against for sure. But yeah. For now, I think we are chilling on that. We're going to get you. Got this. Get you there as well. And last but not least, what else do we want to get? The Feral Wyvern is interesting. Just kind of like throwing one in there is a bit of a utility piece. We got 150 left over, which feels bad. It's such an awkward amount of money here. Can we afford anything else? Not really. Let's get the cheap homies in there, cut you. Upgrade you to something a little bit better. So that's going to be 550. Which ones are unbreakable? These ones, right? No. Okay. My opponent ready already. He's really sending a message, man. He's letting me know. He's like, dude, I am ready to party. No mercy shall be shown this day. Trolls in this matchup, do you really need trolls when you have squigs, is the question, you know? Unleashing the pigs and the squigs, some top tier barbecue there. Got you guys, and then we can get one more of these. Great. That's a good unit. Oh, the HP difference is pretty massive on those. Evil. Trolls are in chat, we're covered. I don't know this matchup, so I'm kind of having to theory craft it right now. I'm doing something really, really hog wild. It's a conspiracy theory. We're going to see if it pays off. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Okay, and I think we are all right there. Perfection. And do we need more archers in the build? Rustiers are always kind of a cute one against dwarves. They can do some work. Yes. That looks fine. A very awkward amount of money, but I think we're good to go. All right. Now, this is going to be interesting. Oh, man, I'm sweating it a little bit, guys. Maybe we cut you guys. Okay, I just noticed one thing in my build as we got started here that I'm going to change. Yeah, this is probably for the best. Okay, I almost made a big mistake there, but thankfully we did not. Okay, so that's good, and we're back in business. Great. And yeah. All right, there we go. All's good in the neighborhood, guys. All is good in the neighborhood. Have enough to counter air spam? I think so. I think so. I don't know, Ent. Did you already win your game, Ent? What are you doing here? I'm waiting right now. He's switching up his build to the last second. Yeah, he's got his conspiracy theories about what I'm doing. Or, Ent, did you get a buy round? Let me check here. All right. Oh, the map is Carcass? Oh, my God, we're on the wrong map. Oh, that's really funny. That's why he wasn't starting. I was like, what's going on here? He was literally spamming me. Oh, man. I was just like shooting the shit with you guys. Like, oh, all right, what's going on here? And he's really taking a long time. Oh, you haven't started yet. Okay, good. You're loading into your game. Perfect. Great timing. Great timing indeed. All right. Thank you, Wookie, or AKA James Hetfield, for the block. And now it's time to go lose our first game against Dwarfs. And then we submarine to the top 4, guys. That is the game plan. Good luck, Ent. Who are you playing tonight, man? You playing the dreaded Demons of Chaos? Are you still on that grind, man? Are you still on that grind? Give an old world guide to Chaos Dwarves. Run 2 Iron Demons and work War Boss on a Wyvern, a Bale Torch character, and win games. That's how you play Chaos Dwarves in the old world. It's the most unga bunga shit ever. You run the Stone Mantle on the Sorcerer Prophet, so he's T7, and then you have 2 Iron Demons, which are T7, and your entire army is basically T7, impossible to kill, and you just grind your opponents down. All right, so that's going to be that. And we do have a little bit of sneaky, so you guys are going to do this. We can do a little bit of that, yes. Set this up here. Evil schemes. So skirmishers up in group 1. We intentionally did not bring a wizard. I'm trying a little something here, guys. Okay. So we have you, and then we have the Squig Hopper boys. So we have a couple Squig Hopper characters. Trying to think how I want to play the positioning here. So then we're going to get you set up here, you set up here, and you set up here. So the dreaded no caster build. It's time. And then we have a couple pump wagons as well. This is going to fold so quickly. How dare you? How dare you? Just embrace the glory. All right? You guys are laughing, but we're going to see. We're going to see who's laughing after this game, all right? It's probably going to be you guys, but you know what? It's ready. It's time. So we're going to see what the dwarves are up to. I think I should probably deploy here a little bit more neutral so I can see where they're going. All right, GLHF, time to get karate chopped. No caster, goblin special forces, yeah, basically, 100%. So let's get you guys over there. We're gonna go up here, do a little bit of this, go back there. You guys are coming, pump wagons, and let's just start putting a little bit of firepower down. Now he does have a cannon back there, which is evil and sneaky. We're gonna get into the trees, and these archers are going to come over this way. All right, great. So how are we looking? Yeah, we're doing okay. Down to put a little bit of DACA down into some of the cheap miners there and see if you can poke them a little bit. Dwarves in the backfield, they do have cannons? Yeah, I know he's a big... Oh, flame cannons, interesting, okay. So flame cannons you can kind of dodge, which is pretty funny. You can do a little bit of business with those, and the pump wagons can go to the middle and grab that, and our archers can come up through the trees here, and we're going to see what's cooking here. In the meantime, just kind of keep shooting away. Don't know what the rest of his army looks like. We'll find out in a minute, I guess, and we're going to get boys and boys. Just get a couple of them waddling over this way. And we got to avoid the flame cannons of doom. I don't think he has any shooting that's good against the pump wagons, so that's nice. And we do have some special ops plays we can do here as well. So let's keep wearing down the blasting charges here, having a little bit of fun. Let's get you guys sneaking over there and dodge these shots if we can. And great. Now we're pumping the jams up, but he's going to slow us down, probably with some runes of witchcraft. Oh, yeah, the Grimdelvers there. Holy shit, okay. Do we sit on top of the Grimdelvers and force some friendly fire? Maybe. Maybe it's not a bad idea. All right, let's get you guys around the back. We're on top of the Grimdelvers. Taking a lot more damage than I would expect, actually, which is a bit strange, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to get you guys here, keep creeping there. And, wow, those pump wagons, I thought they would actually stay the course on those Grimdelvers a little bit, but it was not the case. All right, so we're going to go back this way, and we do have our schemes. That was obviously a roughish start for us. Okay, but now you guys need to retreat, dodge that if you can. And here comes the Spec Ops plays. All right, so he does have some Slayers over here. We're going to get you guys coming over here. And we just got to compromise those cannons, and we're going to be okay. All right. Yeah, here we go. So we're going to do a Squig summon on you. Drop it like it's hot. Squigs are going to get on top of the flame cannon, and then he's going to peace out. So let's get you guys munching here. We need to run with you and you. Okay. So then the other one's going to come over here, and we're going to try and get on top of the other flame cannon, and we need the Squigs to stay right there. And we're going to do a little Squiggy summon right there, too. All right. So now these two goblins can jump on and get on top of this. We're going to party here and see if we can shut that shit down. If not, we might be in a little bit of trouble, actually, to be honest. All right, so Skulkers are coming in. We are getting one flame cannon down pretty good. We should probably just retreat here, I'm thinking. And the archers can move in position here and start shooting a little bit. And we do have these guys over here as well. All right, so one flame cannon is offline, give or take. Not quite yet. Okay, we do have the healing potions of the gods on these guys too. I could pull in nasty Skulkers, but ooh, it feels like it's not going to go super well. We might be off to a bad start here, guys. We might be off to a bad start. The Blorks are going to come in the middle, Paul Blork Molkop, and one of our little gremlins is going to get away. And he's just got the flamethrower gyros all over the backfield here, man. Okay, so you guys were parking right here. And this is going to be tough. We're definitely at a huge deficit. His flame cannons are just going to cook me. Pump wagons are still jamming, and we do have some squigs rampaging over here. I assume they would do a little bit better work. We're going to pop the healing potion on you. Try and get you back in business, and we're just going to scurry around the periphery of the map. One of the flame cannons is low. The Slayers also took some damage, so it wasn't completely worthless. And how are our archers doing now? Okay, so archer number 1, archer number 2, archer number 3. Form a little bit of a concave and start shooting there. And, yeah, not quite able to get where we wanted, guys. That's a very, very rough start for us. All right, so let's run these gremlins. One of them runs off the map, which is fine. He'll be back later. And we're going to now get you guys to start creeping over here. Okay, you're going to come down there. And the Blorks are moving in, but they're going to be eating flame cannon shots. We do have the fermented fungi, which I probably should have sent Homie back there for a little bit of supporting rampage. The Grim Delvers are over here, so let's get you guys getting onto the Grim Delvers. Little Gremlin's going to come back this way, and you guys are going to come this way as well. Okay. So where's the war boss? He can't summon squigs, but he does have the loons and some other cool stuff. We're going to kind of weasel our way through there, and from here, just calling some Boar Boy Biggins. We're going to move him up there. Yeah, he's going to keep waddling here, doing what he can. Grim Delvers are still lurking nearby. So we'll get one of you guys going there, one of you guys going right there. And the war boss is going to go kind of balls deep and see if he can cause any mischief in the backfield. While the pump wagons will rally once again. Okay, so how are the archers doing? Are they still shooting? Yeah, they are getting afflicted by some of the nasty flame weaponry. Let's do that, and cool. So now we're going to get on top of the flame cannons here. We have even more goblins. We just have to hope it's going to be enough to get them down, though, guys. That's really going to be the play. So one flame cannon's compromised. The other one's probably going to be compromised, too. We can use the loons on these guys and jump on them there. Okay, we use the smoke bomb as well. And just continue poking away. All right, so my lord, I can't afford to lose him, that is for sure. Hopefully those little warlords boys will fight a little bit longer, but man, they fold so quickly to those flame gyrocopters. Fermented fungi is something I can do here, so we're going to go ahead and drop it on the gyrocopters and try and get them down to the ground. And then we're going to get our 2 archers to start shooting them, and we're going to see what's cooking. All right, so the Boar Boy Biggins have punched through, and it looks like one flame cannon is offline, so we're going to get our little hero to go over there. And we're going to jump on top of the Grim Delvers right here, see if we can get them. We do get another squig character. Let's get him out. And the value is not the worst value I've ever seen. One gyrocopter dying there is pretty good. We're going to just surge through and try and get on top of the other cannon. And from here, more Boar Boy Biggins. Keep going. And how are we doing on the low ground objective there? All right, so you guys need to reform the ranks. And the Black Orcs are trying to fight. We do get on top of the second flame cannon there, but we are really, really behind right now, guys. We are very, very far behind. All right, so hero characters out. Let's go ahead and get both of them ready to roll. So we're going to run you guys over there. And I need to play a cleaner game, man. I need to get some freaking squigs out. So we're going to get squigs and pigs and just do a big onslaught here. Should have done the squig rush earlier, probably. All right, so they're going to come across. Maybe we'll get a little bit of work going here. My character is lurking, and the flame cannons are offline for now, which is great. So maybe we can start to wrap back a little bit right now, though I still think one flame cannon is still going here, which is very tough. All right, so the characters, how are we looking? Are we back? I don't know where the Grim Delvers are, so let's run through here. I should have another snare for these guys in a second. So we'll start shooting at the dwarves there. We have the gyrocopter crew coming in, and the flame cannon is broken. Okay, so both of those are offline for now. Great. So now we just need to find a way to gremlin some value back here, guys. We were able to successfully take down his backfield, but we took a lot of damage in doing it. We got squigs coming out in mass. Let's get those guys back. And my little gremlin hero. Do we have any slayers in the middle? I don't think so. Okay, so these are going to be some Boar Boy Biggins. We can unsummon them. And more Boar Boy Biggins are going to come over here. We need to envelop on the middle here and get a big collapse, probably. These 2 squig characters can definitely put some hurt down on the Dwarven Lord. So maybe we do try a little like 3v1 right there and see what we can get cooking. We're going to call the squigs down, and then squig hoppers can really take a circuitous route on the outside and try and pick off some freebies. That's going to be the play. All right, so we are in action. We're going to use the Tormentor Sword. So we're going to pop in, go after the Dwarf Lord here. One of these guys does have a squig summon, so we're going to drop it right there. And see if we can brute force the middle objective here. In the meantime, archers need to go after the gyrocopters and go after the gyrocopters, and we need to get a rampage on that thing, preferably. All right, let's get you in there. A couple squigs are lurking, and the Durkit squigs can go on the outside there, try and chew those guys down. And let's just get behind this army and try and collapse on them there. All right, so we could do the fermented fungi if we want to. Don't think we need to, though. We're going to save it. All right, so we are getting a big push on the Dwarven army. You squig hoppers can go there. We don't know where the Grimdelvers are. They're lurking somewhere. And let's get behind the dwarves here and get behind the dwarves here. All right, so this is where we maybe rat back the middle a little bit. We'll have to see. Going for picks where we can. We do see a lot of Slayers coming in. Black Orcs need to be unsummoned. And we need to get all our archers shooting at the Slayers. 100%. He's almost out of ammunition, so the dreaded face the foot style could be coming into play here. And we're going to do that. Okay, so we do manage to get the objective in a reasonable amount of time. Durkit squigs are eating. These guys are eating. Grimdelvers are right here. Perfect. So they're out of position. We got a free kill on them right there. And then we're going to go ahead and call in some Baconators in the middle to overwhelm some forces. So there's a gyrocopter there. I'm going to rampage it down to its doom. So then it's going to land on the ground. We need to make sure to shoot Slayers. So those are giant Slayers, so we need to pepper them with arrows. Pop the Wog. Obviously, it was a little bit late on that. It's all good in the neighborhood. And we need these boys to come over and resaturate the middle. I totally blanked on where they were. That's a bit of a micro blunder on my part. All right, so we got on top of them. Squig hoppers are feasting here. Let's pull you guys back. We should have more Baconators coming out to the middle right now. How are the characters doing? Pretty good. Pretty good. Some of the gyrocopters diving into melee, so we can get our war boss to go there and go deal with them. And our two characters can keep going, but the Slayers are getting mowed down nice and good like. Those guys are compromised as well. Let's pull you guys down and under. And now we just charge into the back of the formations here. And hopefully able to break them. We are closing the value deficit, for sure. The question is, are we going to have time? And now he's going for some Haggard Ninja Caps over here. So let's get our skirmishers, move them up for capture weight, get you guys back. Potion, and the other one does not have a potion right now. Okay. So there we go. The Grimdelvers, we need to get them offline, so we're going to do that. And we're going to call in the Blorks. Paul Blork Malkop, we need them there. And let's get both the squigs back in combat here. Okay, so the squigs are moving in. Capture weight should be coming back to us now. Our little gremlin does have the Tormentor Sword, and the archers are doing great damage against the Giant Slayers. I mean, they're getting worn down. The value gap is really, really starting to close. So Blorks need to go over here. Oh, wow, I spawned them in on the wrong side. Okay, that's unfortunate. Well, it's okay. We'll get some nasty Skulkers to come in and reinforce here. And in the middle, we are maintaining a little bit of pressure. Let's go ahead and Tormentor Sword these guys, lock them all down. Get you back, and get the squigs all up on the Dwarven army here. Okay, so now we got two Orc boys moving in. They're going to be very nice in combat. The archers are still fighting. We could take Ruglad's Armored Orcs and reinforce our point on this side. We can also take our characters to go nibble on them, the two hero characters there. All right, so battle is a little bit dodgy. We do have a fermented fungi, so we're going to go ahead and rampage these guys to the ground right now. Try and get them to do it. The Ruglads and these two units should be able to deal with the split push, and then these guys are coming in. Paul Blork Malkop is going to make his way over here, and we do have some boars who can get on top of these big boys right there. All right, so we're in. Let's get the cav coming into the gyrocopter there. The boys are fighting. The objective belongs to us. What other speedy business can I get in here to help? Don't really have too much speed, actually, so we're going to have to just raw dog it. So we're going to get some Savage Orcs coming, and then we'll call in Night Goblins after that. All right, blasting charges are on the table here, so we need to tie them down, and we do manage to win on this side, it looks like. So let's go ahead and get in combat there. Move these archers out of the way, chase down the gyrocopters, and hopefully the boys are able to do it. So you guys are crumping, you guys can come in here, you guys go right there, and unfortunately I don't have any more Tormentor Swords. So that feels a little bit bad, but it is what it is. All right, so we got our boys still fighting on the point. A couple of miners there as well. Up on the high ground, how are we looking? Definitely a little bit of overkill, so we're going to call some of you guys in, and then Vanguard in some goblins maybe? I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. Yep, let's get the Warlords boys. Should have gotten the Unbreakable ones, by the way. That would have been way better. All right, so the Blorks have arrived on the point, and the Baconators are going to maneuver around the top, and the Gyrocopter is landing in melee there. I think that was a misclick on his part. Maybe trying to do some weird bombard combo or something. Oh, okay. That was kind of cheeky. I respect that. So how are we looking? We got Dwarf Warriors in combat. Let's get the nasty Skulkers with them as well. Pull you guys back. And up here on the high ground, I think we're stable for now. I don't know. We're going to have to see. Durkit Squigs, get them in there. Come on up. We tie those bad boys down. The Blorks and company are doing pretty good. We are down on points, but the value is getting closer and closer. Skulkers should trade very well. And we do get a couple Squigs. All right, let's get these Squigs rallying over here. They can help out on the point. Let's get you guys here and park you guys on the objective for now, because we're going to need to flip a point soon. I think on the high ground we're okay. Miners of blasting charges. Let's tie them down in melee again, and we can use the little flash bomb to slow you guys here. Savage Orcs go to the high ground, I'm thinking. Yeah, Black Orcs fight the Slayers. And we're going to need some speed over here, or at least something. All right, let's get some of these Skulkers. We can still win this game. It's going to be very hard, but it is winnable. We're going to send our boys over there. Squig's going to go help out here versus the dudes. And we could keep the Warlords boys fighting here, but I think just rotating over here and then reinforcing this side is going to be the smarter play. We'll have to see. Dwarves definitely got some waddling they can do. All right, let's do some unsummoning. Thankfully, the Flame Gyrocopters aren't amazing against armor, so we do have some good options there. Dwarven Engineer. The rest of the Dwarven army on the ground is pretty raggedy and haggard, to be honest. Yeah, the WOG is continuing. If we win this game, I'm going to be surprised, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. All right, let's unsummon you. We have the Durkid Squig Hoppers. We're going to pop a little battle cry right here to get the boys all fired up. And I think we can take one guy down here to threaten this, and the Dwarves are just going to do a mass rotate to the high ground here. So we need to get some something there. Squigs are on cooldown still, so I guess we just get a Savage Orc running over there for now. What do we have? We have all our characters here. Tormentor Sword is active. Are those some sort of Slayers? If we lose our Lord as Greenskins, we're probably cooked. So we need to get Homie out of there, and we're going to get some of you guys moving over this way. You guys can come back in and fight in the middle. And we do win on our current situation as it currently stands. But yeah, if my Lord runs off the battlefield, we're probably dead. Those are Gyro Bombers. It is a Skyhammer. Oof. Yeah, losing my Goblin Lord is going to be painful, guys. Hopefully he's able to rally and I can get him away there. That would be very, very big. All right, so the Blorks were able to chase, and we can think about collapsing on the middle now if we want to, maybe. Pull you guys back over here, and we still have our two sub-heroes. Yeah, they can try and fight here. The Skyhammer's chasing my Goblin. I think he's maybe going to route off the edge. We're going to have to find out. And we just need to see which direction he's going, basically. So we need to stagger our units and make it hard for him to get the points. Oh, Chad Goblin, MLG pro player. All right. So now we're cooking a little bit, guys. Now we are in okay shape. So we can get a Boar Boy, get him out there to help against any of the infantry. And what we're going to do is fight here and smoke bomb for as long as we need to. Yeah, he's still getting us, but he's going to run out of ammunition. We're going to smoke bomb these dwarves, so that entire dwarven brick is going to be stunned here, which is quite good. And we're going to run in on the other side and Squig Hoppers into you guys. Savage Orcs right here. Oh man, the fact that this guy lived is so freaking big. So now he could just kind of cackle over here. So let's get our characters back, and get in there. And now we just need to play the two objective game, basically. We have another smoke bomb here, so let's drop that. Great, perfect. And you guys set up there. We just need to read his place. Okay, he's calling in on this side, so it makes our decision making very, very easy. We just basically reinforce the side that he's swarming. So Baconators are on the way in. We can get the bacon to come over here. Got to watch out for the gyrocopter there, but the squigs are feasting. And now we can get our cab to run down some of the reinforcements, send a squig over there. And okay, we need to keep running here. Yeah, we got to just keep Benny Hilling. Yeah. That little goblin is very close to breaking, and it looks like he's finally going to break. Hopefully my armies can still hold though, man. It's not going to be easy. The Baconators will fight for a while. We have some Savage Orcs there. He was able to hunt us down. Clever girl. Squigs are coming. Is there any chance we could steal the middle, actually? The dwarves are very bare bones down there. The Blorks, Paul Blork Malcop will probably hold. The Goblin's gone, so now the shock damage is going to be in full effect here. So Baconators are coming, and we need to make sure to get Squigs and all sorts of pressure coming over this way to make sure he doesn't flip it. All right, so let's get you guys to the backside of the objective. We're going to do that, and as soon as we can, we will resummon the Goblin Lord. Easier said than done, of course, and now comes a big force that's going to be pushing up this way, which I don't know how we're going to be able to do that. He's leaving the middle undefended, so if I can get some good fights here, I could maybe rotate on middle and grab that. I don't know how long my boys will hold over here. Probably not super long because of leadership issues. So we're gonna have to play the middle probably. All right, so the gyrocopter's almost out of steam. We're gonna take some squigs down there to the middle with the boar boys, which are also having some leadership problems, and we're gonna see if we can kind of keep them interested right there. Yeah. Okay, so infantry are coming. You guys fight. There is a dwarven engineer there. The goblin breaking definitely feels really bad. So you guys move, you guys fight up on the point. And we are going to pass them on points soon, but I don't think we can hold. The dwarven leadership is a little bit too strong. Okay, so Squig Hoppers to rush to the middle with some skirmish cab maybe? I don't know. Or do we come up here? He's got way too much capture weight there, so I think we just got to go to the middle with everything. This one is being held for now. We got some bacon back online. The bacon is here. So we were probably just a little bit too blunderous in the beginning, honestly. We lost so much. All right, let's see if we can maintain the middle objective. You guys get this. And do we have anything sneaky that can get there and help us hold this point? He does have all the capture weight he could possibly need there. This one's going to come to us, but it's a little bit too late. Those are miners with blasting charges. The high ground is still being held, and it looks like he's got us. Yeah, we can't really do much against the gyrocopters without our characters and stuff. But I think we were really sloppy with our flame cannon diving earlier. I think that cost us. We played from behind pretty well. I would say. It was certainly decent, but these guys are moving up. And let's get the bacon to move over here and try and get the middle. So we got the middle, but he wins. GG. Good game from him. Yeah, clearly he's a dwarf main. I need to learn greenskins better, but I wonder what the meta would be. Probably just wide. I did have bolt throwers, but bolt throwers were just there to kill the thunder barge. Yeah, the pump wagons died for nothing too. It was a really sloppy alpha strike. GG, dog. Well played. Okay, let's check this. Perfect, perfect. And there we are. Yeah, Dowie Air Force is very good. Flame cannons were held to a respectable amount of value, but we threw away 2 pump wagons early. That was very bad. But aside from that, it was decent trading elsewhere. I was kind of thinking maybe the squig overload. We rampaged a couple gyrocopters down too. Yeah, they'll just miss the gyrocopters. The only thing the bolt throwers are good against is thunder barge. So that's why I just had them in reserve to be safe there. Yeah, you had a good game too, Pancake. Good. Glad to hear it, man. Yeah, man. Thought they'd live longer. Well played. That is the risk of having a goblin hero, though. They are squishy. He provides a ton of utility. It's not really about doing damage. But the squig summons routing immediately was bad. It was. Yeah, the flame gyros did a good job of fending him off. That was, again, he has knowledge of the matchup and did a really good job utilizing him. Yeah, the flame gyros. I mean, we could get like a feral manticore to chase them around or a feral wyvern, but that's so much money. And he'll just kite you, really. The Goblin Lord tried his best. He was a little gremlin, man. All right. Okay, so let's go get to the next round. So this is where we go 4-1. We're going to win the rest of our games. You guys wait. I'm warmed up now. Oh, dwarves are stressful to play against. I don't think they're OP at all. I just think dwarves, the way they play, it makes it kind of tight here. Did somebody advance the round for me? Oh, okay. I don't know who did that, but we got our next opponent, so let's get him in there and get some KRUMPIN going. Rusty arrows are okay against gyrocopters, but with flame cannons, they would have been shut down. Okay, so T2. Who advanced the round? Was that you, Ent? I don't mind. Just let me know if you're going to do it, just so I don't accidentally double-click the button on an old window. Okay. Super cool, though. Okay, so next up, we have Mr. Hill. Mr. Hill is going to be our opponent here. Okay, so let's go there. Mr. Hill. I'm looking for you. We've been tagged somewhere. I don't know what your name is in the Discord here. Okay, goblins. Round 2. Yeah, I don't know who advanced it. I know you would have asked. I just thought maybe a misclick or something. Round 2. Okay. Who advanced the round? Okay, so the goblins are getting it. I don't know who Mr. Hill is in Discord. Mr. Hill, where you at? I got the guy you just faced. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine. He's very good. But you've been playing a lot of demons, so you're probably pretty practiced, huh? Mr. Underhill, no. All right, round 2 is here, guys. That must have been the last match to go. Oh, I know who all the admins are in the tournament, so I'm going to message them to make sure, because you advance round. How good is the Orc Lord and the Wyvern? Not very good. You probably want to go Azag instead. Is there any qualifications for joining the beginner advanced tournaments? None. Usually, I mean, obviously, if you're a beginner, it's kind of an honor system. If you've gotten to top 4, had a lot of success in regular tournaments against, regulars in the tournaments, then, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, looking for my opponent. So oh, that's why I can't find his name. Okay, let's see here. You still have a hard time winning in the finals with Demons of Chaos. Yeah, they're not an easy faction to play. They've got a lot of different tools to utilize there. Okay, so who did he play in the first round? Torsen. Okay, let me ask Torsen. Okay, outstanding. Everybody should be getting their round 2 opponents now. What if I just joined in advance, but I'm a beginner? Totally fine. You'd be surprised. You'll lose some games, but you'll win some too, because how it works is it'll pair you against individuals with the same record. So as you lose a couple games in the later rounds, it'll be a little bit better. Okay. Let's play. He could be on the Warriors of Chaos here. And we're going to start on the map picking bins. All right. Okay. Greenskins for me. Outstanding. No, Greenskins are one of my weaker factions, but I'm learning them. You know, tonight I'm learning them. So we got Warriors of Chaos. Okay, this will be fun. Warriors of Chaos versus Greenskins. And we got the lobby code for homie. And who's going to be banning first? Okay. So it's going to be me. I will ban... do we want to play Eastern Isle Colony? Probably. I will ban... Let's do Glade of the Ever Queen. And then he's going to pick the remaining map. This map is, yeah, the Putrefying Carcass is really cool. There was a cycle of maps that were made by some of our creators. And there was one for each god. So this is the Nurgle map that we just played. It was very fun. I forgot about my Orc Boys for a long time. I don't think they would have made a difference, but I did blunderooski that one. Okay. Rise it is. So we got Chaos here. And we got the lobby code, so we should be able to join. Now I need to wake up and play properly here. Okay. Norsca and Rise. So this matchup, I'm just guessing it tonight, guys. I am not sure how to do this, but we're going to find out. Okay, James Hetfield, thank you for the block. No, I got some foul schemes. You guys are going to like it. I mean, the power fantasy is to bring Grimgor, obviously. Okay, let's do that. And yes. And yes. Grom is risky against Chaos, though, because Archaon just annihilates him so badly in combat. So it's a little bit risky. A little bit of risky business, as they say. Okay, awesome. Mr. Beans. What is the dreaded Mr. Beans going to be up to, huh? Double Rogue Idol. Oh, yeah. That's how we really get them, boys, is the Rogue Idols of Doom. So what does Chaos like to do these days? Forsaken, for sure, are their favorite. They are big Forsaken enjoyers nowadays. If Grimgor could jog, he would be awesome. He kind of waddles. He waddles a bit, you know? That is an idea and a half. Okay. And then for the rest of the builds... So, yeah, Forsaken... Marauders, the inevitable Hell Cannon is obviously going to be there too. So we need something that can probably deal with the Hell Cannon. Although, I mean, the Hell Cannon's range is what, 450, give or take? A Doomdiver Catapult is 400, so it's a little bit less. But, I mean, it could theoretically close the distance and shut it down. I asked CA to give a Rogue Idol 360 missile block after hearing you mention it. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool. Because then at least it's a giant rock, so you think arrows would do nothing against it. Hey, Kara, thank you for resubscribing, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, Grimgor is a bit of a sad case. Yeah, he doesn't have the best of times. Poor guy. Yeah, alrighty then. Yeah, alrighty. Let's do this. And we're going to go ahead and throw you in the mix. And maybe throw you guys in the mix. Looking good. Perfection. I'm loving it. All right. This build's very cool so far. It's got some nice tricks up its sleeve. Yeah, we got two of those guys. Artillery against Chaos doesn't feel too good. I mean, the Greenskin artillery it leaves a little bit to be desired, you know? Ooh, that actually might be a better play. Yeah. Okay, so this guy has that, and he has this. Can cut those abilities, and then what do we need to get rid of? 1,000 Gs, give or take here? Okay, so 1, 2. Cut that. Cut one of the skirmishers. Mangler Squigs in retirement at this point. Biggins, yeah, they probably downtraded into Forsaken too much. Triple bolt thrower, yes, it actually fails every time. The bolt thrower builds are usually almost always a disaster. You know, usually they don't go super good. Okay, any reason to bring trolls? Swamp Things are an interesting idea here. They are the things from the swamp, so you got to put some respect on those bad boys. Okay. And, yes. This build is so mouth-breathy. Yeah. Go a giant? Well, oh, I got something even more fun than a giant. It's not the Rogue Idol, I promise. I'm still trying to win. We're not in the dregs of this tournament yet. We might be tonight since I don't know the Greenskins too well, but you never know. Maybe we can make top 4 still. We'll see. We need our homie, the dwarf player, to win some games, although he is playing Anticity, which is a very tall order. So our tiebreaker, probably not going to start out super great. We will see. Thank you, James Hetfield, for blocking the screen. And I believe too, guys. I believe in a thing called love. You just got to listen to the rhythm of your heart. So we are moving in with the Colossal Squigs, which I think are more fun. Not as durable as a giant, but they're very quick. Yeah, Zhao got it. He knows. He knows what's good in life. All right, so we have our skirmishing core. All right, we got a little something going down over there. We have the Moon Howlers, who are going to be creeping in the shadows here. So we got Gorbad with the Colossal Squigs. So they're going to be rolling dirty together because he buffs their combat stats. We got Snagla Grobspit, and then we have a Hag as well. Okay. So this army is going to be hard to micro, but I think it's got some play for sure. Let's go Giant Squigs. You love it. You guys love the Giant Squigs. All right. Unfortunately, yeah, I should probably go grab the high ground point first with these guys. You can dig it? Yeah, okay. I'm glad you guys like the build. We do have nets on these guys. We have the spiderweb attack and then the inventory of hatchlings, which is kind of cool. Arguably, this guy might have been better against dwarves. No, probably not. He lacks AP. Okay, so Chaos has got 12 models. I have 8. My reserves are just all heavy metal. Black Orcs and shit and some Cav. It's got to be great fun. Okay, so we're going to move up there. Send my skirmishers over here. Move you guys over that way. And you're going to move there. And you're going to move there as well. So let's go see what's cooking over here, yeah? We have a Chaos Sorcerer of Nurgle, bunch of Marauders, which honestly his army doesn't look too resilient against what I can bring to bear. I know he's going to have Hellstriders on the field. It's just an inevitability we can't really do much about. Okay, so let's go get the objective first, get some of those points on the board, and the Troll Hag is going to go there, and it looks like he's going to yield this one. My skirmishers usually do outtrade his. Maybe he's going to go after the biggest Squigus. We'll see. And you guys are going to come this way. All right. So let's go there, get the biggest Squiguses back, and we can summon some spider hatchlings to fend them off. So that's going to be fun. He's got to be careful. If he gets too close to me, I got some foul schemes. I can net him down. I can do some funny business. And we got you guys creeping through the trees here in the meantime. All right, let's get the Blorks out. Paul Blork, Malkop. I like Black Orcs. They're my favorite unit basically on the Greenskin roster. Okay, so we're going to get you guys out. And you guys ready for a little bit of fun? So we're going to go in here. We're going to do this, and we are going to do the snare. So we're going to throw some spider webs on you. And that is going to be a really, really dead Marauder Horseman. Okay. So you guys have grabbed the point. We're going to come this way. And now the boys are going to loop under there. And now what we can do also is we can do the Spiderling summon. We probably need to do it a little bit closer there. We're going to do that and send them for the Hell Cannon in the back. All right. So far, so good. We do mulch one Horseman. Paul Blork Malkop is on his way out. And those guys do get karate chopped there. We're going to send the Spiderlings to go after the Soul of Damnation. We're going to loop around this way. Try and get them to go. And just continue boinking on the points. All right, so that's good. We could do a full dive back there. I actually don't think he can really match us here, guys. Yeah, I think we're okay. So let's get into the woods, do a little bit of retreat, and I think we could just blitz his backfield here because we don't want to be taking this damage, right? Those guys will last 86 seconds. So we're going to go for the backfield play, and we're going to get the Blorks to move up here, move you guys to skirmish a little bit. Wolf Howlers going to try and get away, but maybe just fight the Hellstrider since I don't think we're going to get away here. And we're going to go for the Hell Cannon. And hopefully I can win it back here. We do have the River Troll Hag coming, so I can Buna anything good that comes in, which is nice. And we're going to get another Blork to move up. And that Hell Cannon is going to be ours. So we're going to get that booty. We're coming for it. Okay, so Buna, we could use it on whatever he calls in to defend here. The Hell Cannon crew is going to get it from the Squigs, I'm hoping. Blorks are coming. Blorks are coming. No play on the high ground here. And we do manage to catch the Hell Cannon crew. So it's one of the only counters against our Squigus biggest play. So that's kind of the idea here. All right, we still have skirmishers. They're going to poke up. You guys are going to wait for your homies, And the Moon Howlers, unfortunately, did get killed. But that Hell Cannon crew is not long for this world. So now we rotate around this way. Now we do get Doom Knights coming in. We can Buna them. I think that's going to be worthy. And we can Mither them as well. Okay, so there's only 3 Hell Cannon crew left. And now they're gone. So we're going to Mither those homies. And the trolling has commenced. The Black Orcs are going to hang here, and we need to send somebody up to the high ground to hold that, so we're going to get some Boar Boy Biggins to make sure that doesn't flip. All right, so how are we looking here? We're going to mither you guys, slow them on down, get our Death Star to move up. The Black Orcs are going to wait and wait. We can send one Black Orc over here and fan out a little bit. The Buna did some great damage, and now these Hellstriders are going to get it from our biggest Squiguses. Yes. Okay, so you guys are moving. We didn't bring any like chaff units, which is really janky, but the Squig Hammer squad is doing very, very good. Okay, so we're going to keep shooting. The Buna kind of... Oh, he used Mark of Nurgle. He used his Nurgle abilities to heal it. Okay, that's fair. So I think we're going to crump him in the middle pretty good. Like, our army has a lot of good counters against his. And we do have the Moonhowlers coming. The Boarboy Biggins are going to move up there as well. Let's go ahead and get the Moonhowlers to come and chase away these horsemen. It's more cost-effective than chasing them with the Boarboy Biggins, right? So we're just going to put a little bit of firepower down while the Black Orcs set up. So we'll move them in position here. Yeah, I'm going to use the Stomp ability on the big Squig. Don't worry. I do remember that, which is nice. Okay. So there are Doom Knights over there. Doom Knights are a little bit scary, but now we can just go and give the middle of the business. It's going to be Gotham's Reckoning. He does have the Severed Claw, but Sigvald would probably not trade well into Gorbat anyways, right? All right, so we're going to retreat here, and Doom Knights are going to charge us. Not a whole lot we can do about that. But the Moonhowlers can come in and try and intercept, and we'll see how this fighting goes. All right, so down to the middle. We're going to go. Boarboy Biggins chewing a little bit, you know, not doing too bad. We're going to come chase them and see how long they hold for. And now it is time. Let there be a reckoning. We're going to move in here. We're going to move in here. And the biggest Squigus is, which one? Yeah, we want to send the other one in first and use its ability there. And Gorbad's going to be coming as well. And we will have a Buna on the cards. All right, so we do get this, but you guys ready for the dreaded fart attacks? Here we go. Oh, it's going to be so fun. So you need to get right down the pipe on these units, and then we're going to move through them here. We can probably honestly just start it now. So he's going to start farting, and we're going to run right through his formation, and it's going to just do a bunch of damage to all those guys. Oh, yeah, baby, let's go. Perfection. Perfection. So that Marauder unit is broken. The big Squig is just running through his ranks and giving him a lot of grief. And now we can go after the Nurgle Sorcerer. He calls the Hell Cannon back out. We're going to go get it with our Skirmish Boy here, though. All right, so how'd this go? Yeah, Doom Knights winning their fight. Obviously, that makes sense. On the backside, we're going to call in some more Blorks to hold the outside objective. And now we know our play here. So we're going to hit the Nurgle Sorcerer, try and get him down, see if we can break that bad boy. The Black Orcs have absolutely folded his position. We're going to send our character back there to try and take that down, and we're going to pop this ability, give these Black Orcs a big damage buff, and there we go. So now Gorbat is hitting for 800 weapon strength or something obscene. It's a lot. It is a lot. Unfortunately, my guys are rampaging. I can't really do much about that. We're going to pull you guys in here, pull you guys back around that way, keep closing the distance there, and hope it goes well. All right, so the Severed Claw. Oh my god, the Severed Claw is getting Black Orcs super hard, and Gorbat was able to get that character too. All right, let's do this. We're going to summon some Spiderlings to go after the artillery piece, and they're going to go nibble on that. We're going to come back to the battle, and the biggest Squiguses are doing it, and that's basically going to be the end of their army, probably. We can take our skirmishers over there, do a little bit. And, wow, oh my god, everything just got eaten. Everything just got feasted on, man. Saving up for another Buna. Look at the dreaded Spiderling summon, yes. Oh, he calls in a Mutalith Beast. Yeah, the Blood Brute. I think it's a little bit too late. All right, so he does manage to flip that side objective. We're going to call in another Black Orc, which is going to be very hard for him to deal with. Although he does have some Marauders over there with great weapons. And where's Homie going to go? High ground belongs to them, so we're going to chase, and we're going to chase, see if we could win that fight. And honestly, I wouldn't normally try and kill Sigvald, but this is a pretty rare situation in which I think it's kind of warranted here. All right, let's stay on top of the Hell Cannon, knock that thing down, and we can get some Squigs coming over to help out as well. All right, there they go. Black Orc's chilling. Sigvald's almost dead. To our little Death Star here, we can web these guys down so they don't get my character. And, yep, Sigvald's almost cooked. He is almost out of the picture. And the big Squigs should win that fight there. They should trade pretty well. We can even go for a little bit of a triple cap here. We're going to move some Squigs up there, see if they can help out. Let's get the Moonhowlers in there and get you guys in there to help out there as well. Okay, so Sigvald's about to die. He's very, very low. Black Orcs don't want to be fighting Marauders, obviously, but they'll do okay. They'll still beat them, of course. But it's a bit of a down trade for us. Sigvald is very low. He's at 3 frickin' HP. Oh, if he got eaten by a giant Squig, that would just be the coolest thing ever. Okay, looks like Sigvald is trying to waddle away. We're going to keep chasing. Black Orcs are fighting the big Mutalith Beast right here, and we're going to fade a Buna these guys again. And Sigvald's down. So now you get to see, because these Squigs have +10/+10 to their combat stats from the Great Leader ability. So they're going to be pretty jacked. And then we can also buff up their stats using Orcs are the best, which is going to make them very scary. And we just win that fight. All right, how are we doing on points? We're doing pretty good. The Blork Squig combo, it's very forbidden, yes. You guys have seen the forbidden sauce here. Squigs and company. Let's get you guys to move over there and go to the high ground objective and grab this. Unsummon you and unsummon you. And you can see how quickly the biggest Squiggest squad is doing its job. All right, Blork's able to roll, doing good work. His big monster is offline. We're up in value pretty good despite the Nurgle healing. And we do have the Wa. Spot the Wa. We is better than them, that's right. For now, we'll see. You know, still early rounds of the tournament. All right, you guys go over there. You guys go over here. Park up on the point. Get that stuff. And the big Squigs are very quick too. So park and park. And we're going to get our character coming over here to help, as this objective is going to be going in our clutches as well. Yeah, a lot of armor piercing. We have a lot. This Slaughter Brute here is getting hunted by the biggest Squiggest squad. One of them is out of control. Unfortunately, we can't control it, so we'll just let it party. The Hag can get some orcs and go finish off the Severed Claw. But basically, at this point, we just get a triple cap on our opponent, and that's going to be game blouses, right? So, yep, park there. Big Squig can come back. We could go for the Hell Cannon again, which why not? I mean, he could call in a Hellstrider maybe. Let's not risk throwing the game. I think we're okay, but let's not risk it. Evil Kirby's. I don't think Squigs are like... Squigs aren't necessarily evil. They're just like mushrooms, like sentient mushrooms that, you know, have an appetite and can be, you know, manipulated in that way. So, I think some of the stuff orcs do is definitely more evil leaning. But again, though, their whole thing is just like destruction and whatnot, right? Like I'm pretty sure when it comes down to like chaos versus like the end of the worlds, like the Greenskins will like fight chaos rather than fighting the Umes. Yeah, they hunger for man flesh. That's right. All right, so we're gonna get the Spirit Leech on you. We have Forsaken coming, but Forsaken get countered by Squigs and Baconators pretty hard. Get the Swamp Things coming in as well. We're gonna rotate those guys to the high ground here, and let's call in the biggest Squiggest. All right, we're gonna eat again, boys. Little spider character is gonna get in there, and do we have another Wa? We do not. We're gonna go do the atomic fart attacks. Oh yes. That'll break that position pretty quickly, and you can see his entire army just gets broken. That fart attack is really powerful in that Squig, actually. It's very strong. All right, let's get the Hag in there, get you in there. Should be able to finish that unit off. Forsaken here, get wrecked pretty bad. A couple Hellstriders coming in, but Poor Boy Biggin should be able to beat them. All right, so Sorcerer, man, these big Squigs kill shit so fast. I think he's just gonna run off the map right now. We probably don't even need to stay here. So, oh, am I trying to unsummon? Oh wait, if I unsummon my summoned Spiderling, does it go into my pool? Did I just discover a bug? Oh man, okay, well let's see. All right, so you guys are there. You guys are here. Let's get some trolls coming in there. Another Poor Boy Biggin's gonna play the high ground there. Should be good. And yeah, Snagla can chase those guys off the board here. As the Brute is back in business. Should have a Spirit Leech for him in a moment, which will probably polish him off. Okay, is the spider in my pool to summon? I don't think so. Okay. Greenskins are like cats. They're just dicks. Yeah, they're not like evil per se. Yeah, they definitely are like evil adjacent though. You know, some of they do some awful shit. The Mega Tech, it's really forbidden. I feel like this is a build Anticity would like, just mobile SEs with nets and a lot of sniping potential. It's very yeah, it's literally bug testing with a bug, which is funny. Okay, Snagla's coming across. Two Squigs are looking pretty Squiggest over here. Troll's able to hang out, and we're gonna just get some Squigs to the high ground as well. Okay. This is my kind of a game. Black Orcs. So, yeah, and you go double big Squig with Gorbad. Gorbad gives him +10/+10. Then you use this ability to put Gorbad up to 840 weapon strength, and then put this on your Squig to put him up to like 1,000,000 also. And then you just dunk on shit, you know? It's very good. Okay. So let's keep going, keep pushing here. My opponent fighting to the bitter end. This game's 1,000,000% over, though. Not much of a chance. I mean, I could just kind of go back there and do whatever we please with the attacks. Could unsummon Homie there. I'd love to see some Blorks out to Krump. They're Krumpin. They for sure are on the Krumping path. Okay, let's pull you back. Get some Squigs coming over here. Unsummon you guys. And yeah, Colossal Squigs are also really good at killing infantry. And SEs. They're kind of like a generalist that's good against everything. Okay, cool. How we looking? Yeah, we lose a little bit of a position here. Doesn't really matter. You just keep calling. I'm just going to click buttons, and we're just going to call shit in here, and we should be able to hold that. The big Squigs are feasting. One of them's getting a little bit low. We do have the acid burping. It is on the table. Hell Cannon is going to get to blow its full load this game, which feels bad. Not much we can do about that. Okay, so let's retreat. Yeah, being attacked by orcs would be terrifying, not funny. Oh, for sure. I mean, yeah, orcs are actually really scary if you think about it. Same with Skaven. Like, Skaven have a big comedic spin, but if you were, like, actually a human living in the old world and, you know, a Skaven came out of the sewers and was, like, there to kill you and try and eat you, you know, because they are like that. They do eat they do eat people. You know, that would be super terrifying, obviously. Yeah, and it's like a giant talking rat. Yeah, screw that shit, man. All right, so we're going to creep around this way. Going to keep you guys doing this. Hell Cannon's going, but we got this game in the back here. Yeah, see if, oh, that's a tic-tac. That's a really good point. To see if we get points, like reinforcement points for unsummoning a summon unit. That's actually a really interesting test. If we have time between this, we'll check. Okay, so let's do that. And I got to report my score now. 1 and 0, and that's going to be Greenskins versus Warriors of Chaos. Warriors of Chaos. All right. Perfect. Yeah, the Skaven probably are less, and I feel like since the Empire probably has like better, you know, kind of sewage infrastructure, the Skaven probably thrive there. Doesn't go into the pool and no money. Okay, good. I was curious. That would be some forbidden tech. Because if you were playing Vampire Coast and you summon like a Rotting Promethean, and then you just unsummon it and get like a 600, 700 resource or refund, that would be really OP. Because then you could use that to like turbo summon things out of reinforcements. Yeah. All right. Let me say GG to the homie here. Right. So we're back in business, baby. We're going to see what's going on here. And Foe Seeker, yeah, I mean, Foe Seeker is an okay bandage for how slow Grimgor is, but it's not a cure-all by any means, you know. Okay, refreshing here. Who else is a host in this tournament? Claw? Is it Claw? I don't think so. To see who would have advanced the round. I promise I'm not going to be mad if you tell me who advanced the round. I just want to know who did it, so I can tell them not to. Because if we advance it at the same time, it can cause some crashes on the website. Wins a Magic to money. Galt would be proud. He would. Transmuting your summons to resources. The good news about Skaven is the average dude. Yeah, well, I mean, if the Storm Vermin is in his battle gear, yes. Yeah. But yeah, the average human could probably take on the average Skaven in like. Although you got to remember, Skaven are still animals. They're, you know, they've. I mean, humans are of course too, but they have rat claws. They have rat claws and they have sharp teeth, right? So that's the problem with fighting. Now that I think about it, that's the problem with fighting a Skaven, right? Because they're going to have jagged claws and they're going to have rat teeth, which they can bite you with. So if it gets into a grappling situation with the Skaven, you're going to get wrecked probably, actually, yeah, because they're going to be biting you and clawing you and shit. That's not good. Whereas human bites and human, you know, fingernails aren't going to be able to compete. Yeah. It's hard to say. But if you have like an average equipped state trooper, though, it's very much the paradigm of like a man having weaponry and technology, right? Because the average human is probably stronger than a Skaven and, you know, a more adept fighter. So if you put like the average state trooper versus the average Skaven slave, the state trooper will probably win more often than not. But if you get into unarmed combat, then the Skaven are probably going to have the advantage. Yeah. But if you have a trained clan rat versus a trained Empire state trooper, or if you have a Skaven slave versus a commoner of the Empire, and they both have access to like a weapon, a sword, or like probably it might get a little bit better for the humans. Yeah. Okay, so let's check here. See how the round is looking. We got 2 games left to finish, and we should be starting the next round in a minute. Yeah, Storm Vermin are probably, I mean, they're big. Storm Vermin are basically just better fed Skaven. They're the ones who are bigger. They're raised with better nutrition and training and whatnot, right? How muscularly dense? I don't know how much. Let's see what Google says. How much does a Skaven weigh? Okay. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Like, weight really does matter in martial arts. Well, weights can vary. The average Skaven, according to the Google, weighs 100 pounds and is between 4 and 5 feet tall. So that's a pretty substantial advantage. Although, you know, if we're looking at like historically accurate medieval kind of Renaissance era humans, I don't know how it really would correlate there. But yeah, it says like around 100 pounds. Which is, that's a pretty massive advantage for the human, right? Like, tossing around somebody who's 100 pounds is pretty doable for like for a lot of people. If you've ever done grappling, I've done jujitsu and a bit of wrestling and stuff, and that's pretty easy to toss around. 4 foot tall and 100 pounds is going to have a bad time. Yeah. They fight in numbers, right? It's a fun discussion. All right, let's see what Google says about how much does a Skaven storm vermin weigh. This is funny. People have actually looked this up before. Okay, while there's no official weight that has been specified for a Skaven storm vermin, based on lore descriptions of their size and physiology, an informed estimate would put their weight to 150 to 200 pounds. So according to this like amalgamation that this Haggard search AI has put together, it's saying that like a storm vermin is going to be like around 150 pounds. So that is more of like a more fair grappling match. Oh, average dwarf dumpsters all 100%. Warhammer dwarves are built like middle linebackers that are like 4'8". They're super strong. There's if you've ever read the Gotrek and Felix books, there's like points where dwarves are like I'm pretty sure there's a moment where a dwarf lifts a horse and throws it. Yeah, let's see. How much do dwarves weigh in Warhammer Fantasy? Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Dwarves are 4 to 5 feet tall, and on the very light end, apparently it says the really lean dwarves are 150 pounds, but like the more combat heavy dwarves are like 200 to 225. So imagine being 4'5" and being 220 pounds of muscle. Just like dense. I mean, 200. I've grappled with people who are 200 pounds, and it is really not fun. Like 200 to 220, and yeah. But like dwarves are just all condensed, right? And dwarves are pretty absurdly strong. All right, let's see. How much could a dwarf from Warhammer Fantasy bench press? This is so stupid. Let's see if it comes up with something. All right. But general lore suggests they have peak human strength, meaning their potential bench press can be comparable to the strongest humans, possibly exceeding 500 to 600 pounds for very powerful individuals, given their natural strength and bulk compared to their height. Yeah, okay. That's not really concrete, though. So basically, it's saying that the average dwarf is like as strong as like the strongest, like the average combat-centric dwarf, like militaristic dwarf, is as strong as the strongest humans are. So like, yeah, Brock Lesnar, Mariusz Pudzianowski, Brian Hall, or Brian Shaw, Eddie Hall, like these guys, that's like how strong dwarves are, basically. Yeah. But like the strongest humans could still compete with them strength-wise, but only the peak humans could. Okay. Anyways, that was a fun little discussion there. All right, waiting for one game to finish. Empire for Hire versus Ignum here. Okay. What about ogres? Ogres are probably really freaky strong. I mean, ogres are definitely stronger than dwarves. In the battles, you can literally see ogres have picked up dwarves and swung them around by their feet. So it's an ogre is pretty absurd. Yeah. Yeah, Saurus are pretty Giga Chad too. I mean, Saurus are let's see. How much could a Saurus from Warhammer Fantasy bench? Okay, let's see what this AI puts together. Okay, because Warhammer Fantasy Sauruses are massive, incredibly muscular reptilian warriors with strength beyond that of any human, a definitive bench press number is difficult to determine. However, based on their lore, physical descriptions, and a conservative estimate, a standard Saurus would be able to bench press well over 1,000 pounds. All right, there you go. I mean that makes some sense, right? That makes some sense. Yeah, Saurus are monsters. They are absolute Giga Chads. It's so funny. There's like a whole Reddit post on this. Yeah, ogres are like actual strongmen. If you guys have ever seen like there's different types of strong, right? There's like bodybuilder. A lot of people have the perception, or at least used to back in the day, that like the guys who were doing like the Arnold shows, like the bodybuilders who are building for aesthetics, are like they are strong, but when you compare them to actual people who do strongmen, those guys have like a bit of a pot belly and are just huge. Yeah, it's a whole nother level. It's a whole nother level. Anyways, that was a fun discussion here. Yeah, the lore is all over the place, right? I mean, these are just haggard AI freaking Google search. Because when you search for questions on Google, now an AI pops up at the top and just kind of summarizes. But ogres are definitely more like strongmen, yeah. Like, if you've ever seen this freaking guy. Yeah, Brian Shaw, holy shit, that guy's massive, dude. Okay, refreshing, and okay, somebody's advancing this tournament. Who's doing it? All right, who is the admin advancing the tournament here? There's admin stuff I got to take care of. All right, there's an announcement here. Okay. Okay, perfect. So we're in the next round here. I've angrily typed to try and figure out who's doing that. There's a shadow. We have a lot of tournament hosts. I don't know who it is. I just made an announcement. Okay. And yeah, we found the culprit. Okay, he's apologetic. It's fine. He was just trying to help. But the problem is I need to fix admin stuff, or else if somebody has the wrong points when they advance the round, they're going to get an unfair matchup. So I need to take care of admin stuff. Okay, let's do this. Because right now there is somebody who's playing a matchup they don't belong in, right? Because I didn't have time to admin change some stuff. Okay, let's do that. Okay. And let me fix this. Okay, so we need to fix that. And that player should have how many points? Let me see. Azir is the name of the player. He, for some reason, has 3 points. Not a huge deal because he's playing another person who's 2-0, but I will fix his points right now. Okay. Okay. The Croxagore can bench 2 Croxagores. Yeah, that's the way of it. All right, so we're back. We got our opponent. His name is Don't Try So Hard. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's find him, get him in here, and see if we can get the dub. We're up, G. Good luck, have fun. I think he's a Norscan player, which is a really, really fun matchup, by the way. And the maps for the round are going to be what? Here we are. Perfect. And who's going to be banning the first map here? Thank you guys for joining tonight. The Green Tide is ready to go. You ban first. Ogrins are pretty beast mode too in 40k. Yeah, those guys are pretty massive. Okay. Perfection. Waiting for homie to arrive. Let me announce that round 3 is a go. And we're going to do this. Okay, goblins. Round 3. The ping is live. Yeah, it could be an Unga Bunga matchup. We're not sure. And it's very much on the table. Hey, Dasani, thank you for resubscribing. And Noctilus as well. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. Man, I had so much fun with Project Zomboid yesterday. While we have a little bit of downtime here in between the game, that game freaking rules. I'm really looking forward to we could do like a multiplayer Mad Max day where we have an open server day. We're open for 6 hours and we have just anybody in the Discord can join, and it's just, you know, wild survival with multiplayer. I'm very excited. Yeah, ogres aren't, I mean, some ogres are stupid. But not all of them, right? There are some smarter and clever ogres who are very cunning, and like, you know, a lot of them are very mercantile, like trading and business and things like that. They know how to negotiate. They're smart. Some of them are. Okay, which faction, brother? GS for me. Okay, Blazing Ramparts, Brave Valley, and Haunted Vale. Skeeter will return. Oh, it was so fun. Yeah, so I'm thinking of doing a 5 to 6 hour open server where people can play in PvP and you know, form little tribes and things like that. Nice. Okay, so he bans Brave Valley. Let's play Haunted Vale. Good luck, have fun. All right, so we're going to be on the Haunted Vale. It's going to be our map. Haunted Vale, yes. And we got Bretonnia, so a solid Bretonian player on the other side. How much would a Kadishan jungle fighter press? Ooh, probably a lot. Those guys are beasts. Probably like peak human, right? Would be the idea here. Okay. So I'm going to bring my forbidden style against the Bretonians. It's very fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, this build's sick. I love this build so much already. It's awesome. It is awesome. So we need a Harry Potter. What is our Harry Potter going to be here today? Get you. Throw you on that. Okay. This is a build I used to actually win a show match back in Warhammer 2, but it's modified a little bit. We're going to see how it goes. Okay, so we can do that. And what purpose does that serve? Probably not a whole lot, right? Okay. All right, looking fun. 1135 on the resources. We're going to get you. Where can I get Discord? I'll drop a link in a minute. Let me just finish my build first. So we got the Bretonians here. Evil Bretonians. Do we really need that? I don't think so. Okay. Hell yeah. This is such a mouth-breathing build. I love it. Give me the build, precious. Okay, so let's get these guys and move up. Okay, this is so haggard. If this works, I'm going to be very excited. 6 Gabo skirms and lots of biggins. Oh, and I'm going the complete opposite direction. Although, no, actually, that's not true. There are some biggins in the build. Yeah. Yeah, but biggins, I feel like, are always a little bit lackluster against armored cav. That's just me, but... All right, let's do this. Okay. The Warhammer 2 meta was very forbidden. It was. I do not miss... I mean, I miss some of the friends and the good times we had just because, you know, missing the past is fair, but Warhammer 3 has been a much better experience, I think, than Warhammer 2, at least for me. All right, let's get you guys out, and now we're going to be calling some of you guys as well. Get you in the mix. Oh, this build is so evil. I'm so excited for it. I'm almost tempted to take a rogue idol, but I still have a chance at making top 4, so I don't want to throw. You know, I don't want to throw it to the dogs here. Choices, choices. My opponent is ready. Yeah. Do we want basic squigs? Even like a basic, like, trolls don't feel too bad here, if you ask me. Like 1 or 2 of those bad boys. Squigs in this matchup don't feel great. Knights of the Realm, different things like that are going to bully them a little bit too hard, so I think that they're just a poor choice. Maybe like one or 2 fast wolves just for, you know, capture pressure. And let's throw you in there, man. Are you guys ready for the supreme Unga Bunga? Stone Trolls are not bad in this matchup for sure. Let me think. If there's anything else I want to bring here. Let's bring you guys out, do this, and then we're going to get one of you. Perfect. Yeah, I like that build a little bit better, actually. And, is there anything else I can squeeze in here? Yes and yes. All right. We're good to go. Let's party like it's 1999, man. Let's get it. You know the Greenskins would listen to nu metal, by the way. They would listen to... definitely would listen to Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit. Most Disturbed songs, you know, would be probably some Greenskin jams. Oh man, I remember there was a really... what would be the most, like, a Greenskin nu metal band? Korn? Would they just get Krump people to some savage Korn riffs? Don't know, guys. Gabo maxing? No, we're spider maxing, boys. All right, so we have triple Black Orc, because they're actually very good against Bretonnia. We have the Rugbloods in the secondary, just to kind of counterplay archers a little bit. We have a Haggard Goblin Spear to protect them. And then we have a Goblin Great Shaman on a spider, as well as a shrine as well. Not a shrine, a flinger. So this is the spider that has the launcher on top. It flings shit out of the shrine. Dark Elves for sure like MCR. Oh yeah. Dark Elves will listen to all that like really edgy emo music. Just the part of the Korn song where Jonathan Davis starts making those nonsensical sounds. Yeah, for sure. That's such a staple. I can see Greenskins listening to hip hop. Maybe. I don't know. They don't seem like... Well, Wurzag, when Wurzag dances, he's pretty rhythmic, actually. Yeah, hard to say. Oh, dude, I'm so excited to use the Flinger Spider. So we're just going to start flinging poop at his goblins over there. And I do have Vindictive Glare and Curse at a Bad Moon, so we're going for a DPS Great Shaman. And call-ins, we have Trolls, Black Orcs, Boar Boy Biggins, all sorts of stuff like that. All right. You guys ready for the good times to roll? Here they come. We can march slowly so as to not disrupt vigor. And the first bombardment, it's coming. Oh, yeah. Oh, direct hit. That's so much fun. Okay, football chants. Oh, yeah, like if you've ever been to a football game, yeah, like, or soccer, as we call it here in the States, that could be good as well. What the hell is this? A freaking artillery piece? That's not fair. That ain't fair. He's trebucheting me, dude. Okay, let's see if the Flinger can take his field trebuchet offline. I think that's going to be kind of interesting, actually. And we're going to get another Black Orc coming out, and then we're going to start spamming Trolls, basically. Oh, shit, it's the Green Knight. All right, I actually have some answers for him. I have Don't Even Try It, so we can nail him with that. And the Blorks are going to be arriving, and the Flinger is going to try and take down his artillery there. So we do get that. We get him with Don't Even Try It and a Vindictive Glare. Oh, the MLG Pro Gamer sniping. Green Knight already at half health. Too powerful, too good. Okay. So, okay, it actually is counter-sniping the enemy artillery a little bit. You love it. You love to see it. All right, so we're going to get you, shoot these guys, get you here. Spider-Man's going to pull back a little bit. We're going to gather up, keep the goblins nearby, and now we got more Blorks coming out. Awesome. So pull back. He's trying to get the Battle Pilgrims in there, and if he wants to fight us, you know, I feel confident that we can fight Lewin with a big spider. That is for sure. We'll get these guys going here, pull these Blorks back, and we're going to need some proper trolling soon, like actual trolls. Okay, retreat. He does have a lot of foot squires. I'm a little bit nervous about that, but we need to get him with some of the magic, so let's get you. And he's going to be going for it with the Manticore summon. So we need to get our Flinger to come in and help out. Uh-oh, game's lagging. Please don't disconnect this. Desync, whatever. We'll just restart with the same builds. It's not going to make a difference. Nothing important happened yet. So homie desynced, I think. We must have both desynced there. So T2, let's get him back in there. Restart, and thankfully my build is saved. Desync. Strange. Okay, rejoin, same builds. Good luck, have fun. All right, so he's going to be coming back in, and we'll hopefully be able to re-rack that game. Don't change your build, though. Make sure to keep it the same. I have not had a desync in ages. That was like the first desync I've had in years. I wonder if he's got some mods running or something weird going on here. Some evil witchcraft. Yeah, Chaos Dwarves would probably listen to like some like, yeah, and for sure industrial metal would be big for them. Like Fear Factory would be definitely, I can see the Chaos Dwarf like furnaces burning while they're like hitting metal. And you know the song Edge Crusher by go listen to the song Edge Crusher and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, it's definitely some Chaos Dwarf music. All right. So he's coming back. Shouldn't be too hard. And he's going to be firing it off here. Maybe he didn't have his build saved. He's having to rebuild it. Hopefully it's more or less the same. That was actually a good start for us, though, because we did get Green Knight down very low very quick. Who listens to Nickelback? Oh. Nickelback. Probably... I don't know who would listen to Nickelback. Probably someone in the Empire. It would have to be like a human faction, right? Ogres could be... I could see Ogres throwing down to some Nickelback for sure. Norsca. Everyone's just saying all the factions they don't like. Hey, you know what? You guys need to put some respect on Nickelback's name, because it was very popular to hate Nickelback, but they have some super catchy songs. Like very, very catchy songs. We'll be streaming Zomboid again tomorrow. We will. Okay. So this is going to delay the round a little bit, unfortunately, but hopefully not too bad. We're going to try. Nickelback genuinely does have some catchy songs. 100%. All Sigmarites listen to Creed. I've actually heard unironic millennials now, because you know our generation's getting a little bit older. We're getting closer to 40, and I have heard millennials in their garage listening to Nickelback and that kind of music. It's considered dad rock now, which is wild. I remember Spotify suggested a dad rock station to me. It was like, oh, here's a station you might like. It's you know, it's dad rock, and I clicked on it, and it was all the music I listened to in high school, and I was like, oh, I'm too weak. Help me, Anakin. It was pain. It was pain. Don't remind me. I know. It doesn't... Isn't that a Nickelback song, too? Yeah. To me, dad rock is permanently at Led Zeppelin. Yeah. Like 60s, 70s music, for sure, for most of us. Yeah. Man, is he all good over here? We're on the Haunted Vale. Is it gonna be... At least we'll be the last ones to finish. We won't have to wait around too long. Okay, there we go. Foo Fighters also, though, had a long career of music. So with Foo Fighters, it's a little bit different, categorizing them as dad rock, because, you know, Foo Fighters had some albums in the, like, mid-90s, right? You had The Color and the Shape and the Foo Fighters self-titled album. Yeah, and then Foo Fighters are making music up to this day. They were one of my favorite bands in high school. The Color and the Shape is one of my favorite albums of all time. It's so good. Like Everlong, Hey Johnny Park, Monkey Wrench is really fun too. They got a lot of cool shit, man. Okay, let's get the little gremlin spears back there. There we go. And you guys get in group one, and we're gonna ready up. Nice and quick. Led Zeppelin is amazing. Yeah, I love Led Zeppelin. Since I've Been Loving You is, like, I think one of the best songs of all time. It's so freaking good. Obviously, Stairway to Heaven is an amazing song too. Very heavily overplayed, but that was like a running gag coming up. Is like if you go into a Guitar Center, there's going to be some dude playing that. Yeah, Foo Fighters started in '94, right? Yeah, after old Nirvana. Nirvana's got some great stuff too, man. All Apologies. Obviously, Smells Like Teen Spirit's a classic, but everybody likes that song. Since I've Been Loving You, No Quarter. Yeah. Good songs. Absolutely. All right, so we're back in business. He's got his Beastcaster with a Manticore Summon, and we see what he's cooking with here. We're going to get our Spider a little bit closer this time, so it can support. And I don't know what's going on with these orcs. They were taking their sweet time. We could actually scoot and shoot a little bit during recharge animations. And I could try and snipe his caster too, but I think going for Green Knight's going to be a little bit more cost effective. Yeah, so scooting and shooting during the reload times is going to be nice. Trolls, yeah, we do see the artillery coming in. A little bit scary. We do get a nice shot there. Let's start shooting into the foot squires. We're going to keep our spider nearby, and we could use Don't Even Try It on the wizard here. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. I'm going to kind of creep over there, see what's cooking. And we're going to put you in control group 4, send you right there. And we're going to see if we can catch him slipping a little bit. So we're going to try and get you with this. See if we can. There we go. We're going to wait for it to go off, and it's activated. Now we're going to Vindictive Glare, because if I could just kill his caster, that's pretty huge. Nice. Yeah, good little sniping attempt right there. One of the foot squires is very, very low. We're going to start targeting the other one now. So Blork's going to tighten up a little bit. We need to keep our build together. And his Harry Potter is currently running at the moment, so that's nice. So next things next, we probably want to call in Swamp Fangs. I think that's going to be good. Get them in there, ready to party. Blorks are going to be grabbing the objective, forming ranks. We have the Rugloods to shoot these guys. And we're going to keep blasting him with the Spider-Man. Vindictive Glare has pretty good range. We can use it from downtown if he's not paying attention. So we're going to shoot from downtown, try and snipe his wizard. And he's not behind a tree, or maybe he's going to move behind one. It still should hit him there. Yep, he didn't quite do it correctly. So we do end up getting him nice and good like. So we're going to keep flinging, boys. We have a lot of time to work with. His caster's pretty much on the precipice of death. So that'll get rid of some of the, Flock of Dooms and other scary stuff. We're going to bring in some big uns here. And in the meantime, we just hang out and get ready to push. Okay, so Trebuchet putting in work. We're going to move you guys up to the point here. Do we let the Flinger continue feasting? I think we move it into melee right now. And we're going to move the troll Blackworks over here with the Trolls and the Spider as well. And now we can group these two together for a little bit of easier micro there. And we do see some Men-at-Arms full arms. Very good target for the Rugloods. Very, very good target. We need Boarboy Biggins now. And we do see his Harry Potter in the trees, which we might be able to blast again depending on how he positions and how he plays here. Okay, so Blork's coming up with the Swamp Fangs as well. His Harry Potter is hiding behind the trees. And we can use the Flinger to even shoot at close range too. It's not like it's mandatory to shoot it in that way. Cool, and you guys just set up shop. Just get ready to party. We do have the capture weight coming in, and now we're going to start playing this. We do get a little fling going on there, but let's keep shooting at these guys here. Great. So Boar Boy Biggin's going to come in and rotate between the two objectives. We also have Savage Orcs. His Harry Potter is hiding in the trees. And now we got 2 points, so now we just make him come to us. The trebuchets don't do a ton of damage. It's not too bad, but the longer this goes, the probably better for us, to be honest. All right, let's set you guys up. We do get our archer fire coming in. We're going to maneuver and pound those halberds out. And we do have the Gorkle Fix-It ability. So we're going to use that on the Green Knight to try and polish him off here a little bit. Great, so we do nail him with that. My opponent doesn't have healing in their build, so that's quite nice for us. We're going to take the Flinger Shrine over this way to defend, and we'll keep the Great Shaman over here. So he's going to go for my archers, obviously, which is fine. We have Boar Boy Biggins. Lewin might blunder this. We'll see if he does. Okay, so you guys hang out here. He's thinking about going for it. We're going to push on you guys and then call in some spears and some spears. Just need a little bit and some Wolf Riders to come out just to deal with this big Alpha Strike that's coming right now. Okay, so Blorks can go after the Foot Squires. You guys go right there. We're going to get the Boar Boy Biggins to attack into these guys, and we do see some Knights of the Realm hanging out nearby as well. So Blorks go there, and Savage Orcs can attack here as well. And yeah, so begins the party, man. It's going to be good. We do see the Blorks able to get in, and you guys keep shooting at the Halberd units. Do what you can. Lewin coming into party right there, so we're going to turn on him and get this other spider to go 2v1 on Lewin. So get you guys both in melee, and hopefully we don't get hammered too badly. We need to use this ability, so we're going to use that right there and nail some of those guys down. Black Orc's doing real good, and Lewin is taking some damage as well, guys. Although Green Knight is in the mix, so it's a little bit scary. We want to get Swamp Things to move in on Lewin here. And now we do have some more spears coming out soon as well. All right, so Blork's doing all right. Boar Boy Biggin's going to move into the Knights of the Realm here, and we do see these Black Orcs able to secure their victory there. In the meantime, our little gremlin was able to get away, and Big Spider-Man doing good. So we'll just kind of leave him to fight in some trolls and different things like that. And we're going to get another Boar Boy Biggin coming out now. Okay, so we are up in value. My opponent's side doesn't have much healing. The Manticore Summon is going to be disappearing soon, and we can do a Vindictive Glare to try and pop the Damsel of Beasts in the face here. Granted, it's probably a mistake. Probably should have saved it for the Green Knight, but that will bring it very close to being broken here. All right, so Spear's moving up. Those are our Questing Knights, which we're going to trade very well into with the Spiders. Wolf Riders going here. Let's get the Blorks over there. And now we pop the big old fat wall, which is going to be nice. All right, so we can pop it on Lewin here, get him in the back. Crown of Command, the Black Orcs are shaken. The Trolls are steady. All right, so we're going to get these Black Orcs with the Crown of Command to keep them from breaking. Gonna run away here, move you guys up to screen those guys out, and all is good in the realm so far. So the spiders have been dealt with to an extent. We'll get one spider coming back and around. Spears do get charged a little bit, but the Black Orcs and company should be able to fend them off. He somehow flips the points on me, which is pretty hog wild. I felt like we have the capture weight advantage, but apparently not. But we have a lot of time to work with. All right, Lewin's overextended. We turn on him now. Get him here, and the Boar Boy Biggins. Let's get some of them rallying, probably unsummoning, and we're gonna get you Boar Boy Biggins on the Questing Knights. You guys go right there, and we're going to get more Boar Boy Biggins. All right, so here they come. Lewin's getting whooped on pretty good here. We do have a big old Curse of the Bad Moon. We're going to pop it right there. Hit that entire position. Move you guys up there. And the Ruggleeds boys trying, and we've almost got King Lewin dead. He's actually on death's bed. The two spiders are bullying him pretty bad. Green Knight is doing it, but we have the Swamp Things underneath, and the Curse of the Bad Moon's going to help. If we kill Lewin, it's probably GG, and we just win. Yeah, probably GG. All right, so we got some heavy cav coming in. Let's get the Knights of the Realm intercepted, and Lewin is down. Yeah, man. These spiders aren't messing about, and now the Green Knight's probably going to die also. So we're going to do a Vindictive Glare on him. He does have huge spell resist against us, and this makes me think it was a mistake, probably using my magic elsewhere. Okay, so the Blorks are going to start taking over the objective again, and I think we just won the game. Yeah, we won the Monster Mash fight, which is good. Boar Boys now going to be cleaning up a lot of the Bretonnian cavalry. Let's get you guys rotating over there. You guys keep moving forth with the spears, and Green Knight's done. All right, we got the game. GG. GG. Evil. Evil, evil. GG, dog. Well played. So I really liked the Flinger Shrine. The Flinger Shrine was awesome. It not only fought big stuff, but it did a great job at pounding from downtown. Quick game from us, but thankfully it was quick because, you know, we started a little bit late, so that's nice. So we're going to do this. So we're 2-1 with the Greenskins tonight. Awesome. Greenskins and Dwarves. Okay, so that's going to be 1 for us. Still got it, yes. And, oh, okay. I think I reported the wrong faction, but I can change that later. Not a big deal. Sneaky, sneaky. He said it wasn't the build he was expecting. Yeah. Caught him off guard there a little bit. All right, so Mediocrities needs to be changed here. Great, given a buy round point because it could matter. We got to win all our next games, though. It's kind of do or die for us. It's kind of do or die. We are in the running, though. We are in the running. That is for sure. Okay, so that's taken care of. And homie's going to be getting a point here for his buy rounds. Yeah, we stream on Twitch and on YouTube. So whatever platform you prefer. Whatever platform you're into, my friend. Yeah, I'm excited for the Zomboid PvP. I'm probably the plans for Zomboid are going to be some co-op streams, followed up by like an event, which will be like a PvP event. I wanted to do something like this with Zomboid. I might need somebody's help who actually knows the game well. So if there's any homies here who know it well, I was thinking of having a team event where you get 5 factions spawning into a Zomboid city. But only one region. So it's only one region of Zomboid. And it would be like a last man standing thing. But we would need to add some conditions to make them fight. So you would have 5 teams of survivors, each of whom spawn on a different point of the map together. And then we would have the teams basically Mad Max, zombie apocalypse, last team standing. And theoretically, what I would like to do is I would like to play the administrator. And I would like spawn zombie hordes and do different events for people. To make it a little bit more engaging. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. You could spawn people into Louisville. I'll have to figure out how to do it. But yeah, I've been scheming a lot of ideas. I'm watching The Walking Dead right now. I'm getting all inspired. It's gonna be great. Louisville, yeah. Okay. Volkmar listening to Easy E. Oh my god. Maybe so. Okay, Navigator and Anticity are undefeated. Azir has 3 wins also. I have 2 wins, so we're going to be playing either Taurison, Stallion, Claw, or Ignum. One of those chads. Yeah. The one thing is we'd have to find a way to make people fight, right? Because there is the thing, if we have like 5 survivor groups and it's a last man standing thing, they might not fight. They might just try and survive like in a building and hole up somewhere. So there would need to be some incentive to make them fight. Now, what some of the videos I've seen on YouTube, some great stuff. Someone did a really good Hunger Games video. That was amazing. Is they have like a environment that closes in on people. So basically a big ring, just like in like PUBG or any of those like old school battle royale games. Get them to the fight in the Waffle House. There you go. Perfect. Perfection. Okay. I'm going to refresh here. We're almost ready. And it looks like there's just a couple more games to go here. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to shoot me something in Discord. Black Orcs did great. They just hold and they grind everything down. The spiders are what won us the game. 2600, 1900 here. I feel like my trying to snipe his wizard was a mistake. I should have just used everything on the Green Knight. That could have lost me the game if it was a little bit closer. Because the thing is, this wizard is still got to cast all of its spells. And wasn't really, it used its 2 match core summons and was basically dead weight from there. So that was unfortunate. Yeah, that was a big blunder. Our archers are really good. The Ruglud's archers were amazing. Black Orcs did good. And Borboy Biggins are just S tier in that matchup. They're very nice. Very, very nice indeed. The traditional Coliseum of the South. CZR, it is on my radar. Don't worry, I'm looking at it. We're on kind of a rampage of trying out new games and stuff, so I'm going to be looking at it while we wait for the dreaded DLC for this game, which has just been a long time. I've never actually been to the Waffle House. I know we have a couple down in LA. I live in Southern California. I live in the mountains, like in a mountain village. Don't really live near LA, but I could drive to it about an hour and a half, 2 hours. What do they got on the menu? Okay. Good fast food. I'm looking at their menu right now. Oh, they serve burgers there? 100% Angus beef cheeseburger at the Waffle House? What? Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. So it's kind of like they do a little bit of everything. I know, Ent. Oh, dude, Anticity. You like survival games. You like Rust, right? Oh, Ent, we should do that. You want to play Zomboid with me, dog? We could survive together. It's right up your alley. It has big Rust energy with like base building, leveling, but also if you want to, it can have PvP. It's big Rust energy. And I know you have had a channel for Rust for a while. I think you would like it. I don't know if you've ever played it. Thrones of Delay? Yeah. Have you never played it, Ent? Oh man. It's a lot. It's a lot to learn, but it seems up your alley. I think you would optimize the game pretty quickly. You'd figure it out really fast. But yeah, that could be fun for the PvP event or something. I haven't played, but I'm down. Sounds good. I'll hit you up in the next few days about it. Man, I used to go to IHOP when I was a kid. I used to like that. IHOP was good. I don't know what it's like anymore. I haven't eaten at IHOP in like 20 plus years probably, if not more. Weight of torment. That's what we're in right now, guys. So taking a look at the tourney real quick, we can take a gander over here. We do see the round is mostly done. We have only 2 games left to finish. Maybe 1 now. Yep, just 1. So Valcrom and Ridley are playing it out. And then Navigator and Anticity are in the running. I'm lurking here. We're in the ballpark with our beloved Greenskins. But we got to win our next couple games. That is for sure. IHOP is for grandparents, Waffle House is an aquarium for drunk people. Okay, fair play. It's an analogy, I understand. Another place that I remember seeing a lot of drunkards at when I was in college was, and even myself, you know, when me and my friends would go out drinking in college and just get blasted, we would go to Denny's. And we would get the Grand Slams. It would just be like 3, 4 a.m. Denny's was open 24 hours. We would just get those fat, juicy, breakfasts. Oh, God, it was so good. Those are some fun times. Getting just blasted and eating diner food, it's pretty magical. I don't really drink much anymore at all, really. It's been years. But back then, man, that was the way to do it. Yeah, Denny's, I'm always, concerned about the... A lot of the Denny's restaurants, I remember it looked like the staff and the cooks didn't want to be there, and I was always like, I hope they're taking the food safety seriously, but you never know. You worked at Denny's for 3 years, and those shifts are always interesting. Nice. Okay, so we're going to advance the Swiss. Waffle House Index used to determine how severe a hurricane is. No, I don't know what that is. Oh no, it's Anticity. What, you lost the game, or did I get paired up into you? Oh God, we're going to the dregs, boys. All right, we're playing Ents. We're so doomed. All right. We're going to go find his lobby. We're going to join it. We got paired up, unfortunately, so that pretty much karate chops our chances. Oh, no. Let's see if we can pull out a miracle here. I am not good at Greenskins. We're going to try. All right, James Hetfield, thank you for the blocker. So Ent can hang if he wants to. G for me. And let's get this going. Okay, so we have... on the bright side, this is a great tiebreaker for us. This is if win or lose, we might even make it with just 3 wins because Ent is going to give us such a strong tiebreaker. All right, so we got the maps here. Oh, was that the wrong set of maps? We're in round 4, actually. Shit. Sorry, those. Okay, so who's banning first? Is it going to be me? It's him. Okay. She can take it. Okay, he's going to ban Itza, and we will play... what are we going to play? We're going to play... Edge of Darkwood. We're going to play Edge of the Darkwood. There we go. So let's cook. I don't know this matchup. We're going to learn it right now. We are going to learn it right about now. The Funk Soul Brother. So Demons of Chaos versus Greenskins. What the hell does that look? Oh my God, he's ready already. Oh no. Oh no. That's the worst sign when you jump in a lobby and they just see you and they're like, "Oh, I got this. I'm just gonna do this." It's always the worst. Okay. Lord choices are interesting here. Edge of the Darkwood. There you go. There you go, Eva. Oh man. We have so much to worry about, change bringers and mobility pieces and shit. It's just so much nastiness that we got to worry about, right? This guy's also there. I wonder what Lord choice he's going to be bringing. Could be some evil, evil schemes. So for infantry, probably just go trash in this matchup, I would wager. If any at all. Just go really light on infantry, I think. I mean, I don't think it's too hard to figure me out here, Mackie. I don't know. Maybe this is to my advantage because I don't know what I'm doing with Greenskins. So maybe he's going to be perplexed by the strategies. Be like, oh, what the hell is this, you know? Or what is that? Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. Awesome. Great. Yeah, so these guys are kind of interesting here. Fiends of Slanesh are very nasty. Very, very hard to deal with. I really liked my Flinger Spider last time. I don't know how good it's going to be against demons, but it was kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Your son Logan says I should bring Blackworks. Okay, I mean, your son Logan is a wise man. I think here it's a little dangerous though, buddy, because of the Fiends and Bloodletters are just so good against them. We got to watch out for Changebringers too. Changebringers can do some nasty business, so we'll do that. Okay. 2, 3. And yeah, all right. So then aside from that, yeah, Trolls being weak to fire definitely hurts here. It's not something I'm enjoying. Loons and Archers on a rampage, yeah. There's a lot of cool choices, man. So what mobility are we going to have to deal with? Yeah, that doesn't feel like it's a great idea. Changebringers, though, are a big menace. They are indeed. Pump Wagons. Pump Wagons actually have a little bit of teeth in this matchup, probably. They're not very fast, though. The Fiends are going to be able to hunt them down, probably. Let's get a couple of these guys. Looking good. And then you and you. Okay, we're going full conspiracy theory with this, guys. Like, full conspiratorial, weird. You know, the government is spying on me. I'm going to wear tinfoil. All of it. Okay, so aside from this, a couple of these bad boys is probably not a bad idea. The Mangler Squigs. Oh, maybe the Mangler Squigs have some teeth here. No, I think they were nerfed too much. So those guys are quick and speedy. Probably just shit infantry are your best bets. I mean, you could do some of the Biggins. Biggins at least can fight like Fiend equivalents. But they're just kind of expensive for what they do, and Bloodletters are going to give them the dirty so bad. You know? Okay, let's get 2 of you guys. I'm going to go here and here. And for our last disappearing act, what will we bring? Evil. The Wyvern is all right. I think the Air Force I'm not too concerned about. I think I do have some things, but I don't know, maybe. Because the problem with the Feral Wyverns is they get rampaged. Yeah, Bloodletters and Fiends are hard to beat. But even if you go something else, I'll be prepared to. I'm not like all in on that, you know? I think we got answers for a little bit of everything here. Okay. So those guys are ready to party. Let's do one more of these, which are very risky, but we'll give it a try. The Giants will just get taken to Pound Town by Blues, I think. All right. The temptation to bring Doomdiver artillery is real, but I know it's a bad idea. Cool, and then let's get some infantry in here. Yes, and yes. Got 575. Nasty Skulkers are kind of cute for back objective capping, but that's pretty much it. I mean, having one for a slow utility isn't terrible. All right, let's go get wrecked, guys. It's time for us to go in the trash can. We've had our fun tonight. We had some really good games tonight, by the way. It's been amazing. But, so it begins. Doing a random army should give you more funds. Gorbat is good. He's hard to snipe. I think I have a character that I would prefer in this matchup. The problem with auto-gen tournaments is back in Warhammer 2, auto-gen didn't actually auto-generate your armies. It just like pulled from a list of preset armies, it seemed like. So that was one of the things that kind of killed the momentum on that. So we got 4 skirmishers. We have a spider. We have another spider. And then we have Snagla. So we have a lot of like anti-mobility stuff. And then we got a couple goblins who are going to go sit on the back objective. And they're just going to go there. And the pump wagons are here too. So pump wagons will counter the demonic infantry for the most part. I mean, Mackie, I don't know if there's much to read, dog. I'm just kind of doing random shit. All right. Good luck, have fun. Let's see if we can do something. All right, so he's coming. He's got his Zinch chicken, which is fine. We're going to do this. Move you guys up there. And we got the pump wagons coming as well. So what does he got? Plague bearers and toads. All right, yeah, we're good with this. Oh, wow, triple Lord of Change. Okay, I think we've got some tools to fight that. We'll see. Between our skirmishers and whatnot. And the spider, we have Vindictive Glare. I mean, that alone is going to be pretty good against those. And yeah, we got, you know, the rams here. The chariots will be good against the infantry also. So we do get 1 point. And what are we going to call in against them is the question. We could start getting some big uns out on the board. I think some big uns would be nice. So we're going to get some good infantry up, start moving them towards the middle. Skirmishers are going to go and see what we can find. All right, awesome. And the Flinger Shrine can now start throwing, I don't know what kind of damage it's going to do, if it actually can even hit a Lord. But we're going to see what's cooking here. All right, so he is taking some shots from us, which is good. So we're going to get like right underneath him here and see what's cooking. And the pump wagons are going to get blue fired, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal, actually. Okay, so the chicken is landing. We're going to turn around. We've got its HP down a little bit as well, which is good. And we could do a don't even try it on him. Try and wear one chicken down, so that's going to be the play. We're going to nail him down there, and then we're going to call in another big in here in a moment. Okay. So that's pretty good. Yeah, we already got one of his chickens down very, very low. So that's quite excellent, actually. So goblins are going to hold the back point here, and now we can start bombarding the Festering Stooges. Just keep value trading here where we can. So we're going to run, keep the chickens honest. That one is looking a little bit worse for wear. We're going to follow this chicken around, and the pump wagon should come up for capture weight as well. All right, so in the back, let's call in some Boar Boy Biggins. They're going to be useful against most things. And we are going to get hit with the Final Transmutation, which is only going to hit one unit there. So not too bad, still scary. And, ooh, his big boy landed on the ground, actually. We do have our Goblin character. Should have had him a little bit closer. I could have netted him down, but we got a little bit excited there. Man, we got a little bit excited. All right, let's keep shooting. Do a little bit of this. Pull the pump wagons back. And we do get another Vindictive Glare. We hit his chicken right in its stupid face. And now we are bombarding his Festering Stooges, which is extremely cost-effective. So the Bacon Cav are on their way out. We need to be really cautious with our fire here. So we have Snagla, he's going to be able to net things down, and our character is probably going to try and snipe me, I would imagine. All right, so those guys are coming, and we do see our Baconators on their way in. I'm going to keep shooting you a little bit, and I think I'm honestly going to call it a Doom Diver. It's going to be hard to protect, but I think it's probably going to be worth. And we do have another Vindictive Glare, so do we use it to nail down the big man? Maybe so. Nice little fire there, going to be hitting the boys. Can move into the wings. It's going to be hard here, though, guys. It's going to be hard. So the Boar Boy Biggins need to move up. You move up as well. Keep chasing. And he has been able to regenerate his Protoss shields. So on the backside now, we're going to get a Doom Diver Catapult, get it shooting at the Lord of Change. Pump Wagon's going to pull back. Start parking some capture weight on the point here. And we're going to shoot you, get you guys back this way as well. Probably put you guys in a group together and just run them together. It's going to be easier. All right. So let's keep it going. Pump wagons are waiting. Let's maneuver them away. Keep going for the Lord Snipe here, and we're going to try and get him with a little Vindictive Lovin'. Cool beans. Looking good. Okay, can he dodge that? Looks like it's a hit. Great. So we are value trading very well. It is going to be more of an issue of the objectives and whatnot, right? That's going to be the problem. So we see Homie coming in. Do we have any sort of shooting for him? Currently, we can use the Flingers to poke there, and the Boar Boys can try and lock a little something down there. So we don't even try it. His chickens are getting a little bit low. We're going to go out there and see if maybe we can catch one of them slipping. I don't think so. Can't move. Can we get the net on him? Let's see if we can. We're going to move you there, and the Boar Boys are going to get it. So we do catch him slipping, which is very rare for the dreaded Anticity. We're going to do don't even try it on the Lord. So he can't cast spells right now. We're going to blast him again, and the Boar Boy Biggins are doing it. And we can also use the Spiderling Summon as well. Okay, so Spiderling Summon's in. Those guys are getting it pretty good. We're going to move our Spider Lord over there. Bring you guys in and turn on the shooting here as well. All right. So the mobile fight is going all right. We do get the pumps in there. We're going to pump up the jams, and we don't have anything super nearby. So we need to just call out probably some Squig Hoppers just to help. And now you guys shoot the big chicken, and let's go for the Vindictive Sniping here as well. Okay, so we're going to move in, try and get his Lord down. He does get a lot of Furies on our Skirmishers, which feels bad. The Biggins are on their way over. Ooh, I didn't see that coming. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That was a mistake. The Final Transmutation there is going to hurt really bad. It basically just crushed me. I think that might be enough for him to pull ahead here. Let's get the Squig Hoppers coming in, go after you guys, retreat away, and my Lord is still going. The Lords of Change are nearby. That Final Transmutation was brutal, man. That was really good. I should have seen that coming. It was very, very obvious. But his chicken is low too. The Durkit squigs are in the woods. We're going to run away with you guys. And we need to just stabilize our lord and get back to our spiders. That's going to be very important here. So let's get our spider back. And we're going to put you guys in a group together now. Retreat. And the Durkit squig hopper is fighting a good fight here, but they are able to wear them down. All right, so his lord is at half health. He does get my Snagla character, which feels bad. These are going to be Festering Stooges. Let's get the big ones over there. And we can turn around and fight the chickens now. I think we got to keep running. Got to keep running from these guys. In the back, do we have more Boar Boy Biggins? We do. If I lose my big spider, I'm kind of cooked. So we need to get back here. Run you guys this way and just team up. And if he attacks me with the 2 chickens, we might be able to take them on together. We'll see. All right, so let's get you guys on the Flesh Hounds over there. And we're going to turn and fight here a little bit. So we're going to turn and fight. I should have brought the Crown of Command. That was a big mistake not bringing that. Okay, so we're going to turn around. We're going to fight the chickens. And maybe we can take one down. Okay, 1 chicken is almost cooked. We're getting a little bit of goodness here. Poor Boy Biggins, maybe going to head those guys off. We'll see. The 1 chicken is almost down. Let's get that Lord of Change killed. Surprised it's not crumbling yet. It's at literally like 1%. Okay, so there it goes. So 1 chicken is going to die for sure. So now we can switch on to the other chicken. And this could be a good comeback for us. We do manage to get some of his hounds in the woods there. The back objective thankfully still belongs to us. My spider guy is going super Chad mode. He's doing great. And we're just going to call out more Boar Boy Biggins because he's got pretty much all large shit over here. All right, let's get our spider back. We're still in this game. It's going to be contested, but it's a very, very good match regardless. Let's get you guys going there, you guys going here. The Boar Boy Biggins need to come in, and we need to rally this character if we can. Ooh, those fiends are all up on him, though, man. The Flinger Shrine, yeah, the Final Transmutation won the game for him. That was it. It was pretty good until then. Pretty close, actually. Do manage to fold these guys up. Let's get on the fiends and push them away. Spider-Man is battling what? Quite a bit here. So let's get the Doom Diver Catapult to shoot at this chicken, which is going to be good. And we'll pop the wall. Our spider rallies. All right, the hope is rekindled a little bit here. Get you guys back on the fiends. Those are going to be Festering Stooges coming. And we do manage to get some demons offline over there as well. All right, so how is this chicken going? It is getting cooked a little bit. I'm not going to overcast, just cast a regular cast. Keep you guys back, and on the back side, do we have squigs to call out? We do have some squigs and some boys, so we're going to get you guys moving up. And the spider is pretty heavily surrounded right now. We could send some Boar Boy Biggins in there, but I know the Final Transmutation is going to be waiting for us, which is tough. Okay, so double Boar Boy Biggins. Flinger Shrine is offline. Let's get on those Flesh Hounds. Keep the Doom Diver Catapult going. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with the performance, though. I felt like the build was decent. I think we just needed a little bit safer play. A little bit of safer play. So we're going to go get on you guys. The Flinger Shrine's going to be offline for now. We're going to go ahead and get the Doom Diver to shoot here. And we need to get the Boar Boys to come protect us. We might break right now, maybe. So another Final Transmutation. Oh no, it's going to be enough to get us. Yeah, man. So the blob punishment just got us. Okay, so let's go here and fight these guys. Get a little bit of loving going right there. Those guys going to move up, and I think we're just cooked now. GG, really good match, honestly. I'm very happy with that. That was a good game. Just getting caught in the Final Transmutation blob cost us. Should have just kept playing and poking. We were doing really good. We were killing the birds and the various beasties of the realm. What do we have here? Anything good? Yeah, just more Boar Boy Biggins. But without our Lord, everything's going to break in like a matter of seconds. The Flinger Shrine is kind of a cool tech. I think it's good. It gives you a bit of agency on the field, but that's GG. Well played. We have the back objective, but there's no way we're getting through him there. So let's message him. GG dog. Final trans. And there we go. So I'll tell him to report the score. Report score, please. And we're 2-2. We do have a chance to advance still, but it's going to be hard. So basically, he nailed so much. He got the character. He got my Lord. He got like a Boar Boy Biggin. It was rough. Yeah, build is pretty much as expected. Changebringers in reserve, Festering Stooges and whatnot. Yeah, not bad. Logan says it's because I didn't have the Black Orcs. Shielded Black Orcs theoretically could have been okay there with what he brought. But very vulnerable to Fiends. Fiends would hard counter them pretty good. Yeah, we both kind of did SE style builds. I don't know about the Snagla character, although it did give us some good sniping. Like we got the jump on him, and then he was able to counterpunch a little bit too hard with the Final Transmutation. It was too much, man. It was too much. The Scoundrel, yes. All right, so we got a little bit of time. I need to give Empire for Hire his free point here. There is still a very small chance we can make top 4, but very, very small. The stars would basically have to align for that to happen. How much you have to do to running Mass Toads? The Mass Toads would be very hard to win with. I don't know. Even if you have really good micro, if you're going in some matchups, mass toads can work against like dwarves and things like that, but in general, it's too risky. Wants to know why they call them chickens? Well, they basically are giant birds, right? Like if you look at the Lords of Change, they have some chicken-like features. I mean, obviously they're a little bit different, more kind of like a bird of prey vulture hybrid, but yeah, they still have some chicken energy, I would say. I would say for sure. The pump wagons, I don't even know what happened to them. I think I forgot about them somewhere and they just died. I think I legit... Oh no, they got caught in the final transmutation. That's what did it. Yeah. Okay, so they just died also to that. So he just feasted on so many resources here. Age of Mythology expansion. I might do a stream in the next week or two. Yeah, it's in the cards. It's in the cards. Okay, so let's go here. And there we go. Hens are actually birds of prey. Well, there you go. It's getting scary around here, man. Oh, man. So I was coming up with some builds in Project Zomboid last night. I could show you guys real quick. There was one build that I thought was so funny that I want to try. Okay, let me see. I think I can have both games open at a time and it won't cause any issues. Yeah, I'm going to fire this up and show you guys what's cooking here. And then we'll be back to the ham war as soon as the round's over. He's trying to talk to Turin through the TV. He's only 7. Oh, dude. Well, hope you and your dad are having some fun, man. You're right. I probably should have brought the Black Orcs. They are the coolest unit. And to be fair, I won 2 games with them today, so you certainly have a good point. You certainly have a very, very good point. They would have, and, you know, all jokes aside, your son ended up being right, Spartan, because I was so afraid of bloodletters, but the shielded Black Orcs would have been really good against like plague bears and things like that. Yeah. All right, let me show you guys the build I was thinking of for Zomboid. So I had a build I was working out, which was like a bro Chad build. So we're not going to actually play this right now, obviously. We're just looking. Yeah. So hear me out. You go unemployed, and then you get these 2 traits. So you start with 4 fitness, 4 strength, which is like baseline. But you go here and you go for athletic and strong. So you're basically playing a 1980s high school bully. And now I have negative 12 points, right? So I need to deal with that. So what you do is you make him illiterate so he can't read books. And of course you make him, what is this? A hearty appetite, and we can get some more good traits as well. So basically Homie is just going to be like a Giga Chad. He's going to have almost max strength and fitness. You can throw the zombies around. You could be a smoker too, right? But this like kind of play style would be so funny. You're illiterate. You can't learn from books. You just run around the map with like a giant hammer and unga bunga zombies. It's such a funny idea. Yeah, burglar lets you hotwire cars. You could play like another kind of 1980s bully character. You could go burglar. Okay. Oh shit, you could just add burglar as a subclass. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, let's remove that. Okay, so we have the burglar now. We have sneaking, nimble, light-footed. Now, what would we need to do like a Giga Chad bro burglar? So now we have negative 26. So we got to do illiterate. Underweight is something that we could probably solve by just, it's only -1 fitness, which we already get +4 fitness from that. So we just go underweight. And we could just eat a shitload of food when we find some. Right, and then you could take all the eating stuff. So hearty appetite, thirsty, weak stomach isn't even that bad. And then where's the thirsty one where you need a lot of like water? There it is, high thirst. Boom. Yeah, so basically now we have like a Giga Chad burglar who has like max strength, max fitness almost. He's light-footed, nimble, and he's good at sneaking. But he can hotwire a car right away, okay? And you're just gonna boink zombies on the head. You're just like some 1980s bully who's just like a degenerate, you know, running around and hotwiring cars and just like beating down zombies and, you know, creeping around, breaking into people's houses. It's perfect. The high thirst isn't that hard to deal with, yeah, especially if you can get a rain catcher going. And just because you're illiterate, by the way, in this game doesn't mean you can't learn by watching TV, which is the true American way. Just sitting back and vegging out and consuming just nonsense. It's perfect. Anyways, I thought that was fun. That is a conspiracy build I'm working on, just like the Bro Chad build. Okay. So we are still waiting for the round to finish. Man, I'm telling you guys, that game is so fun though. And I don't know, Ent, are you back in chat yet? Average. Yeah, just can't read. What do you think about the new Age of Wonders? I love Age of Wonders. The new expansion is really fun. Pone and I played it a couple weeks ago. We play off stream a little bit too. It's a good time. Trailer park build, yeah. That's right. You gotta bring the hammer down. Okay, so let's refresh this. Yeah, and so what I want to do an event for Project Zomboid where maybe I could get some Total War people who play this game, and each of us would have a team of 5 people. And you can grab them from your Discord, right? And we would have 6 teams of 5 start in a small city, and we just have like post-apocalyptic survival party, you know? I think it'd be so fun to see like which faction would come out on top. We could do something where each player has like 2 lives, so it's not like super feel bad, but when you die the first time, obviously, you know. Yeah, something cool like that. Yeah, military vet for... Yeah, the military vet trade is good. You have good shooting. Day 1 Royal Rumble at the fire station. Yeah, that's interesting, right? Because everybody will rush. We could have like Team Anticity, Team Davok in there, you know, and I could have a team as well, or I could play the administrator and just be like watching all of you guys from the god perspective. I think it could be super fun. I think it could be very, very fun. So what we could also do is have you guys all record your perspectives in OBS and then send me the footage. And you of course could stream it if you want to, and I could edit it together to be like a big fun video later on. Lots of fun ideas. It has a lot of potential for that kind of a thing. Okay, where are we going? Revive rules, team lives, you got to recover their body. Yeah, we could come up with some fun rules. Okay, so waiting on this. Is Age of Wonders 4 worth it? Yeah, it is. It's very good. I love Age of Wonders 4. It's an amazing game. I can't recommend it enough. If you like that Heroes of Might and Magic 3 experience, it'll scratch that itch. But we'll work something out. Davok, would you and Ent want to have would you two want to have teams? I don't know who else. We could do 4 teams that are bigger. We could have 4 teams of like 8 or something. So all of you guys would be in like voice chat, and then you would have a group leader who like makes the calls for the group kind of thing. And I don't know. I think it could be great fun. I just need to learn. I'd be interested in whatever we can come up with. Great. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. You're getting worried for Dawn of War 4. I'm the opposite. I'm actually more optimistic for Dawn of War 4. I enjoyed Iron Harvest so much, and they made that game. And even though there are some balancing issues and some minor issues, the aesthetic was very on point. And I think that's the foundation, which is very important for RTS games nowadays, honestly, is, you know, games like Stormgate that have this like really like kind of lame cartoony style, you know, that kind of is what killed it for me. If it had a StarCraft aesthetic, I think I could have like, or a really grimdark, fun, more realistic aesthetic or something, I could have gotten more into it. But if they don't have the aesthetic, it's hard to... and we'll organize all that. We would just do a call to arms, and people would sign up, and we would partition players off to different teams. It'd be great fun. It'd be great fun. Stormgate was a disaster, and I really tried to give it a fair shake. But like the sound design, the models, like it just, nothing really was that cool, you know? Nothing was that cool. Who do I got to fight to get in? Nobody. We'll get you in. If you're in the Discord, just be in my Discord, and we'll make an announcement. Once I figure out the game and how to run servers and stuff, we'll figure it out. Iron Harvest is on sale. How much? Is it $4 again? Because man, it was cheap. It was $4 for a minute there. Yeah, Iron Harvest is great, and the story is very fun too. Even if you're not like a PvP player, Iron Harvest is fun for the story. The story is really cool. It's like you start off from the Polish resistance, who's being invaded by the Rusviet, or not all of Rusviet, but by a faction of the Rusviet, and then you finish that campaign, and then you get to play as like a hybrid of like a Polish character and a Rusviet character who are like working together to figure out what's going on. It's very, very fun. Is there even a place for esports RTS games nowadays? Nah, not really. I mean, to an extent, sure. Like Age of Empires, I think more grassroots esports is better for RTS nowadays, because the genre just isn't as popular as it once was. So it's kind of hard for like big organizational institutions to justify that kind of expenditure when most of these Gen Alpha and Gen Z kids are going to be preferring MOBAs and, fast-paced, more fast-paced, quicker kind of games. Yeah. Just my boomer rant for the day. Yeah, I think you start by making the game look cool and be responsive, and then you can kind of work up from there. But grassroots competitive scenes are the best, I think. I think those are what really, really do work, right? You're playing Age of Wonders 4 to prepare for the Vampire DLC, whenever the hell that's coming. You ever played the board game side? I haven't yet. My wife's out of town right now. I know Davox said he had an extra copy, so I'll hit him up next time we chat. But yeah, someday I would like to. Okay, almost ready. We got 2 games left to go. Sorry, guys. Our game was very quick, so... do I have a chance at top 4? I do have a brutally strong tiebreaker now. Yeah, very, very good tiebreaker. But with 3 wins, oof, that's tough. That is tough. Don't put that evil on Gen Z. Well, you have to remember, Gen Z is a very broad gap, right? Like, Generation Z started in, what, 1996 or 97? So those folks are going to have many similar experiences to like what millennials had, right? But there is the bottom end of Gen Z where you have the really young Gen Z folks. Certainly will have a lot in common with the Gen Alpha kids. All right. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Still waiting on 2 homies. Yeah, I like the build. I think if I were to go back and do it again against his exact build, I'd probably cut Snagala. The pump wagons I think you could do without, and yeah, maybe it's really hard not to get caught in the final transmutation. I think you do need some sort of a sniping build. Like the Doom Divers were quite good. You could do a Doom Diver catapult build, like 2 of them in the backfield, but they would for sure be very good against the chickens. Okay, let's take a poll here. Who is watching I'll do a poll. Sure, why not? We'll do that on YouTube real quick. It's going to be overwhelmingly millennial, but there will be a fair amount of Gen Z too. Gen Alpha would surprise me. Okay. There might be a couple Gen Alpha chads in here. You never know. Okay. I'm going to put it to a poll real quick. There we go. And we're pulling it up. Okay, give me 1 second, preparing the poll. Right on. Okay. So starting a poll here. Generation. So we're going to do... I will include Gen X, of course. Although the YouTube option only allows... God, YouTube only allows 4 options. Okay, we're going to lump a couple together. So we have Alpha, Gen Z, Millennial, or... there we go. Okay, so we have Alpha, Gen Z, Millennial, and Boomer, and Gen X. Yeah. All right, guys. So there we go. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Millennial's coming out ahead pretty strong. I mean, Warhammer is very, very much something we grew up with, right? Yeah, 70%. No Gen Alphas yet, though. Okay. Yeah, I was right. I was going to be shocked if we got that. 90s. Yeah, I was born in the 80s. Born in the 80s, man. Crazy shit. Oh, wow. That is Gen Z and Millennial. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's refresh this. Waiting, and we got Mediocrities and Gamer Guy finished their game right here. All right. YouTube is actually very, very big amongst the younger generations. My neighbor's kids, he's got a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old and a 6-year-old. And when they found out I did YouTube, they were pretty hyped. It's something that, when I was growing up, when I would meet like a firefighter or somebody who was, in those type of crafts or trades, I always, like when I was like a 6-year-old or a 10-year-old, if I met a firefighter, I thought it was like the coolest person on the planet. I was like, this guy rules. Like, he's badass. He helps people. It's great. But now the newer generation, it's funny because my neighbor's a firefighter. And his kid, he was like, yeah, he's like, dude, my kids are more like excited about you being onto YouTube as they are, as opposed to like me being a firefighter here. It's very different. Yeah. We went from dial-up to AI take. Oh, dial-up internet was very troll. I remember that. Okay, we're ready for the next round, guys. I'm going to advance now. Yeah, we got some powerful Gen Zers. We got some millennials here. The boomers and Gen X coming in with the 7%. And then there is a Gen Alpha lurking. It could be someone lying too. You never know. You never know. All right. So let's advance the round. We're going to advance this and see if we can get another win here. Dude, millennial retirement homes are going to be awesome, assuming we don't endure some sort of an apocalypse before then. Okay, we got walnuts aren't tree nuts here. We're going to be playing board games. We're going to be playing like old MMOs on like Haggard servers. It's going to be the best. Yeah. Anticity says, yo, kids expect me to have millions of views when I say I do YouTube and I can't live up to their expectations. That's so funny. Oh no, ends. That's really funny, man. Yeah, I guess I can't remember if they've actually asked about, they've asked about my channel name before, but I don't think they actually watch it. Yeah. Dad's job is automatically boring. It can be. Although I was really interested in my dad's job when I was growing up. I really was into his stuff. All right, so we got walnuts aren't tree nuts. Let's get the dub here, guys. We got to close out strong. Regardless, we played good players today. We've had really good games. It's been a fun tourney. Okay, so that is going to be walnuts aren't tree nuts. Yes. There he goes. And GS, hopefully he lets me know his faction. And we can advance from there. Okay, so round 5, we got Blood Grove, Imperial Ambush, and Jade Tomb. And we'll see. Yeah, so 65% give or take Millennial, 28% Gen Z, 8% Gen X and Boomer, and then 1% Alpha. Yeah. Oh, I love this matchup. It's going to be Khorne. Oh, this matchup's so fun. It's the Greenskin Power Fantasy. Do we have a chance at top 8? My tiebreakers are really good. We might be able to weasel in top 4. We might. Retirement servers. That's right. Millennial retirement homes are going to have dedicated gaming servers in them. It's going to be perfection. Okay, so banning. We can play on Blood Grove. Let's see who he wants to play. Do you think Norsca will get a tabletop army? They already have one. Yeah, Norsca's already in the game. It's a sub-faction of Chaos. You can play as Norsca. They're called the Winds of the North, or the Wolves of the North, or something. I can't remember. Yeah, but you can already you can already play them. Yeah. So we're gonna do ambush, which is fine. Imperial ambush. It is on, and now it is time. Blood for the Blood God. All right. I really like this one. This matchup's so fun. I do have some forbidden sauce in it as well. Okay. Now what? Oh, that's so funny. Do we try that? No, it's too risky. Okay, we want you. We want you. Yes and yes. I'm bringing a build that's very flavorful, but it also could be very strong. We're going to have to see. Hell yeah, this build is so macho. Oh yeah, dude. This is like a 1980s movie as a build. Against Khorne, what kind of magic do you want, really? It's not like a priority, but I think the Hag is probably like Spirit Leech is good. Purple Sun is often fine too. Although going for just straight buffing spells is pretty effective. Yeah? That'll do, pig. That'll do. Let's get our little gremlins here all set. Okay. Perfection. Yeah, but you can play Norsca and tabletop already. They're pretty fun. I played against somebody who ran them once. He's using Skin Wolves and Rotter, and they have Huskarls, which are like a unique cavalry unit. It's very fun stuff. All right, so we're gonna get you guys in the back, and we probably need to get some skirmishers, right? Yeah, probably need a little bit of skirmishing just for the map control. The Wookiee jump scare. That's right. Yeah, Millennials are from 81 to 96, right? Yeah, I believe that's right. Mm-hmm. And next up, we're going to want a little bit of you. That looks fine. Giants are kind of an interesting idea in this matchup because Khorne doesn't have the best tools for dealing with them. I mean, they have throwing axes, I guess, which is on the cards. The Colossal Squigs can do some big work. Ironically, this would be like a Rogue Idol matchup, believe it or not. Boar Boy Biggins. We're going to need some basic Spear Boys probably. It's going to be useful for the inevitable big boys coming out. And what can I stack here that's going to help? I think we're going to want to mix you in. Awesome. Archers are a little bit risky against Khorne. They're just very good at dealing with them. Yes, yes, yes. Savage Orcs are okay. Bloodletters are going to be on the table for sure. I gotta put some respect on the Bloodletters names. They are very, very menacing here. So what is our best answer against Bloodletters? I mean, Squigs are always nice against infantry. Squigs are monstrous too, so they don't care about the bonus of the other boys too much. You saw the transition to the smartphone, Rainen? Yeah. I liked having a cell phone when it was just like basic texting features, but I feel like shit went downhill when we got smartphones that you could browse the internet and all these social media apps on the phone. That for me felt like the decline. There was something very magical about like not having a phone with you all the time. It kind of made life feel a little bit more mysterious. You didn't have access to everything at your fingertips. Granted, of course, there's a lot of great things about phones, like safety and communication, obviously, but those were fun times. Being a kid, you know, walking around town when you're like 8 years old and just kind of seeing what's going on, exploring. All right. He is ready. We got a couple of these homies. Yeah, the Imperial ambush is there. Yeah, what do we have to worry about? He's playing Khorne, so there could be some Minotaurs in the mix. Minotaurs are a bit of a menace. The Boar Boy Biggins can fight them a little bit. Swamp Fangs, we got you. And then for our next disappearing act, are you going to want another Boar Boy Biggin? A Man's Core? Okay. This build is very... I've just been on an Unga Bunga train today, guys. We've just been going straight caveman greenskins, which has been fun. Yeah, cost per text message. Yeah. All right. Thank you, James Hetfield. My friend had a phone while he was young and he hated it. He didn't... Yeah. His parents called it the leash. Yeah, yeah. It would be fun. I mean, I don't know. The generations growing up nowadays, of course, are going to love the phones, I would imagine. But it does... Like, I do feel like my smartphone is, like, more of a burden. And you know, again, I do suffer from the same thing we all do, of, like, doom scrolling and just, like, looking through things. And, yeah. It doesn't... Like, I don't mind when I'm at the computer, but if I do find myself having to control myself when I'm out and about, like, not to just be zeroed in on the phone. It's like, it does take willpower. Rotary phones? Yeah. So we got a badass build, guys. We got a Black Orc Big Boss. So what he brings to the table is, he brings the Brass Cleaver. So all nearby Blorks are going to be getting a combat buff of 8 melee attack. So then Gorbad gives plus 10 and plus 10. So it's plus 18 melee attack in total on these bad boys, which is super heavy metal. So that's going to be the play. We have a little Goblin Support Caster who's going to be casting buff spells. And some Skirmishers just to play the field a little bit. So that's going to be that. All right, guys. Good luck. Have fun. Let's see what's cooking here. And we're going to march up with our Black Orcs. And we are going to do it. Now it's just a flashlight that gives you bad news, yeah. Okay. What do we got in the back? It's going to be Skulltaker. He's no match for Chad Gorbad Ironclaw. It's a very thick build. We have Marauder Horseman and Marauder Horseman over there of Khorne. We're going to need to skirmish them. I feel like my build probably could use a little bit more utility. I've just been going so Unga today. We're going to push up here. Gorbad with Morgulor's Mangler can actually fight against the big man himself. Need to use their ammunition to... Can I steal this point before he grabs it? A little bit dodgy. We're going to have to do a lane pushing strategy, which is going to be risky, but I think it's going to be the play. He does call out some Flesh Hounds, so now we can turn on fire at will and just run away from these guys. What do we call it next? I think I'm going to save up for the big man. We're just going to do a lane push, like right into his face. What does he have in the back? He's got Forsaken. Oh, Forsaken get wrecked by Black Orcs. It's actually very good for me. Okay, so the boys are marching. Probably should get a little bit of speed going. We're going to keep running away, and they're doing great work. Some of them do get caught and nibbled on there. On the outside, what do we have? We have Marauders and Marauders. Okay, so what we can do is... Save up for a Paul Blork Malcop, maybe? All right, let's turn Fire at Will off. Spartan, this one's for your kid. He wanted the Black Orcs. I got you covered. All right, so Furies being brought in. That's cool. I didn't bring any answers to Furies except Squigs, which do good work against them. So we're going to keep moving up, and the boys are going to be marching. It's going to take us time, but we'll get there eventually. Let's shoot here. Should trade pretty effectively there. And, oh, does he have Minotaurs? Oh, thank goodness they're great weapons. Okay, so they're not just going to annihilate my infantry. They'll do well still, but it's not going to be just like pound town, right? Okay, let's get you coming over. We're going to get some Boarboy Biggins out on the outside here. Doggies are coming, and we're just going to go straight for his home objective, guys. This build is too Chad. Oh, the Black Orc Big Boss looks really cool. It's the same picture as his tabletop model, actually. Yeah, looks really, really cool. All right, so we're probably going to want to get some squigs in the mix, too, to deal with the Furies when they inevitably start trolling us. Good juking there. But we just gotta conserve our ammo. Gorchad can ride here. We're gonna move you guys up, and we're gonna start doing our full court press. We just want to get in combat. You know, we just want to get in combat here. So we're gonna start walking so our guys don't get tired, because vigor matters a lot in this game. And on this side, we can start our slow push as well. So we're gonna do a bit of a slow, grindy build here. All right, shoot at you guys. Keep the Baconators coming here. Squigs over there as well. Retreat you guys back a little bit, and so it begins, man. It's gonna be a big knockdown, drag-out fight. That is for sure. Shoot the Furies a little bit, see where they decide to land, and we can let them catch us, actually, which is fine, because the Squigs are going to munch on them. So are they going to land? They're thinking about it, but so far so good. And here comes the push. So we need to have you up here in the mix. We're going to move you guys here, here, and here, and we're going to get you archers to screen you guys out. And now we need to rotate this way. So we're going to get the Squigs to go after you guys, munch on them, get the Boarboy Biggins to go after them as well. And we do see a little bit of pressure on the side, but with our archers, hopefully we'll be okay. All right, so you guys move in, you move in, move in, and on the back side, we need to call in some boys to help out. So we're going to get some Boarboy Biggins over there to help out, and we do manage to kill one Fury, which is great. So Gorchad's going to get in the mix. He's going to go fight these guys, do a little something, something, and we do get harried in the backfield a little bit, which is scary. But Gorchad is in the mix. He's got his Blorks, and they're going to be fighting. All right, so we're going to do the Orcs are the best to buff these guys up. We're going to pop Morglor the Mangler. Okay, and the Boarboy Biggins can surge down this way. A little bit of sloppy positioning out of the gates, but it's all good in the neighborhood. So Itchy Nuisance, let's activate it. And yeah, having Gorbad fight those guys was probably not the right idea. All right, Baconators get in, take those guys down. We're able to retreat away. We don't just lose the game here. And we're going to get those Fleshhounds too. Well, these Blorks are going to move over there. All right, so we got away. The Black Orcs are putting in some work. The Black Orc boss is fighting and buffing all the homies up. And Gorbad's still in good shape. He's doing all right. Looks like he might get taken offline. So let's get the Boarboy Biggins to go here. And we can get the those guys to clear them up as well. All right, so Blorks are coming, and Gorbad is in his fight now. So far, the Blorks are doing pretty good. Paul Blork, Malkop, hanging in there. We're going to keep moving you guys this way, and the archers, Ruggleads are amazing. They're really good at just staying online, right? Okay, so we are a little bit surrounded here, but we do have some good lovin'. We're going to go ahead and buff the melee attack of these guys, and yeah, do we want to charge in the flank here? Yeah, we can do a big old flank charge right there. So Gorchad is buffing up the homies. We can call in the Swamp Things. Let's get you guys back and help you skirmish a little bit. Minotaurs, really getting in there. Let's put the Ruggled's armor on them and just keep the fight going. I need to keep my Lord alive, because losing your Lord with Greenskins is basically just a recipe for death. Okay, Blorks are coming in. One of the Blorks able to decisively win the fight, so we're just going to park him on the high ground here. And we're just ignoring him on this side. We don't care. We're going to make the fight happen here. That's going to be what's going on. Itchy Nuisance to debuff the Blob. So that's going to debuff everybody, and the Blorks are going to get a Wa soon, which is going to be brutal. And we are capturing his objective, too. All right, let's move you guys over here, and we just keep Gorbad nearby, and he'll give the great leader buffs. Unsummon you. Big old Wa here. Our melee stats are going to be so disgusting. Let me show you these guys. So these Blorks right now, yeah, 55 on Orc Boarboy Biggins, 76 melee attack on Black Orcs. I mean, goddamn. That is what it's all about right there, boy. That's good. So he's coming for us. He's not happy about this situation here. Is going to be moving in, so we're going to call in 2 Orc Spears just to buffer the back objective. Meanwhile, we keep the bump and grind going and just kind of keep them interested. I'm waiting for some buffs. The Ruggleads are here. Do we see some Halberds coming in? It's just Marauders. Okay, so the Trolls are going to wreck these Marauders pretty bad. Just keeping them near the fight. The Black Orc boss is really in the heat of it. And we are on the way to getting that objective. We have a lot of time still. We have a lot of time. All right, so let's do sneaky stabbing here on the Black Orcs, make them a little bit stronger. Trolls coming in to help, and we need to get you to deal with the skirmishers. That is for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and buff up the Blorks here. Give Paul Blork Malkop a little bit more damage, and he can come in and attack the Lord right now. Yeah, because now we have the Morglor, which is going to give us a huge damage buff, so it should be pretty good. All right, let's get our skirmishers over. We should be redirecting ourselves. We'll get you guys up there, and we can consider playing the outside objective. I do have the biggest Squigus. Yeah, look at that. Gorbad becomes such a raid boss fighter when he gets that. It's nasty. All right, so skirmishers are being called. We do see Wrathmongers, but we should be able to take on the Wrathmongers. And Skulltaker getting his butt kicked a little bit. Going to be forced back. The fight continues to rage on, and he does have the points advantage, so there's going to come a time here where we're going to need to play the side objective. So let's get you guys on the mix, get you guys around the outside, and the skirmishers could make a play for it as well. I love this like stat brick combo. It's very, very fun. All right, so you guys shoot. We have Fire at Will on. Do we see some sneaky? We do, so we're going to need to go help with that. So let's bring you guys around. He's got some doggies coming in. Blackworks working through the Marauders. Wrathmongers are going to be hard, but we need to keep our characters together. And you guys can scream across on those Fleshhounds, get on them, and move up there. So now we're going to save a little something for the split push, because we might need to triple cap homie. Although we do fold him right there, so now the Blorks can move up the hill. He does get onto my Ruglud's Armored Orcs, but they're very good, and the Troll's able to take these guys to Pound Town. So now we can probably just send them over there, honestly. And we can send a Boarboy Biggin to go deal with any mobility that might head there. All right, so can we handle the Wrathmongers? Our boys are tired, but I think so. We got them. Let's set you up, and the Boarboy Biggins can continue chasing there. Spears are coming in. Wrathmongers are going to be a problem. Let's go ahead and get Gorchad fighting right there, as we are going to make a play for his outside point. All right, Gorchad making contact. Good. Good. He's trying to lure me into some Corngors here, which feels bad, so we're going to pull back down, start shooting the Corngors. You guys can go into that objective as well, and a little goblin that could is going to put an itchy nuisance on his army. All right. So Morglor is going to be... Do we buff himself? We can't buff himself. Okay, the Blackworks here, we're going to give him a buff. Hopefully they'll keep fighting. Boarboy Biggins, pile in here. And do we need the biggest Squiggus to deal with the Wrathmongers? It's certainly possible. Wrathmongers are pretty healthy still, and they are causing problems, although maybe I'll get his Lord down. We'll see. Let's run away, wait for Morglor, and we got more pushing for the cushion back here, as he is going to come from my back objective, and we need homie to get away here. So what we call in, probably a couple squigs just to make sure we don't lose our back point. We do get this one. Let's pull you guys back across this way, and we're going to get these guys back. So our lines here are getting a little bit iffy. The Boarboy Biggins do surround his Lord. The Rugluds are good fighters. Let's pull back that way. We do manage to get the side objective. And we're going to come back and clean up these Marauders right here. A couple squigs going to move in as well. And great. So we don't need the Trolls there. We need them over here. So we're just going to leave a Spear unit. And yeah, that'll probably be enough, honestly. That'll give us enough time to react. Okay, how's the pit fight looking? We do have Morglor the Mangler now. Squigs are going to eat the souls of these Marauders. That is for damn sure. Do we have any Blorks still fighting over there? We have some. Let's give them a little buff. And I do have Morglor the Mangler, but going in for a kill is very risky. You know, I do have the triple cap on him now. We're very close to getting the cap, and we do get it. Great. So we got the triple cap. You homies are going to come across, and we're going to regroup our forces. Yes, everything looks fine over there. We got that. The Blackwork Big Boss is still going, and we do still have some Blorks fighting there. Maybe we can reinforce this position. A little bit tricksy hobbitses. With Squigs coming in, I mean, these are Corngors, but they're also very inundated in combat, so I think the Squigs could stack up and do some good damage. We're going to get Gorchad back there. We're going to unsummon you guys too, get a bit of a refund, and then we can summon some fresh archers back in as well. Okay, what are these going to be? Marauders of Khorne with dual weapons. This game could still go either way, man. It's very sketchy. Trolls are coming. Let's get them on the Wrathmongers, and we're going to go ahead and charge the Wrathmongers here, and we're going to get Biggest Squiggus out. They will deal with the Wrathmongers. That is for sure. Okay, so the fight's looking good. Corngors are getting worn down. We're going to keep Gorbad nearby just to buff the stats of the units. We got to make sure he doesn't die, guys. Really got to make sure he lives. Biggest Squiggus is on the way. Another itchy nuisance to debuff the entire enemy army, basically. Okay, we have an opportunity. This is worth risking it. All right, the war is here. Let's buff him up. We're going to pop this, and he's going for it. 860-something freaking weapon strength if I can make contact. Let's see. Come on. Give it to me, Precious. We're going to buff him with this as well. Biggest Squiggus is coming. All right, we're going to go for it. Biggest Squiggus is coming. They're pretty good at killing SEs. Ooh, contact's been made, boys. The fight is on. The krumpining has begun. Let's send you guys over to that side to make sure it's all good. And we got him down. All right, Skulltaker's dead. That's big. Let's get you guys back on the point, and we'll reinforce where we need to. And now Biggest Squiggus needs to find his prey. Both lords are so low. It is. It is. All right, you guys ready for the atomic Taco Bell? It's the play, dude. We're going to do the American fast food plays here. Dropping the acid burpa. Oh, blue balled. Anyways, it was over. GG. That was a good one. That was a fun game. Some wild shit, right? Kind of worked. Kind of worked a little bit there. A little something cooking. Yeah. So now we have the playoffs. I probably didn't make it. We went 3-2. Not bad. You know, we had to play the Dreadlord Anticity, though. That definitely set us back. But He's pretty practiced on those demons, man. It was scary. Holy shit. Black Orcs, 1900 and 1800 on that one, and this one came in, got about 500. Trolls did good. Gorbad's so fun. The Gorbad stat blobs are very fun. Yes. Good, Anakin, good. GG, dog. Well played. Okay, so we pinged him. And let's see what's going on. Yeah, we got Lewin earlier. We got the head taker, you know. We got some nice little snipes here and there. And let us see what is going to be the next play. Okay, so let's jump out of here and see if we have a chance. The biggest Squiggus, he's great. Yeah, he's awesome. Who doesn't love biggest Squiggus? 1-0, and that's going to be Greenskins versus, that was Corn. Very fighty matchup, mind you. All right. How big is Dickus? Yeah. Yeah, the Monty Python stuff is fun. I remember the first time I saw the Holy Grail. Oh shit, Anticity lost the game. Oh, Anticity kept me out of the top 4 by losing. No. He lost the game. I would have been top 4 maybe. Anakin, I'm too weak. Oh, is there anyone else that we played against still playing? Oh, I'm too weak. All right, we need to give Boone his buy round here, or his point. We were so close to greatness. Yeah, we've done good with Greenskins tonight. Not only did Anticity beat us earlier, but then he also beat us inadvertently by not winning his last round. Granted, he's gatekeeping me right now. He is. That's my job. I'm supposed to gatekeep people in the Total War. I'm to make sure you're worthy of top 4. He did it on purpose for sure. Yeah. I mean, maybe there's still a tiebreaker somewhere that can get me in. We're going to see. Okay. Perfect. And did I play any of these guys? I can't remember. Well, no, could he get a tiebreaker score? No, that would affect just his. Oh, we're like 1 game away from it. Me and Ricochet. Is Ricochet still playing here? He probably is. You guys want to see? You want to see the evil? All right, let me show you this going on right now. So Navigator's undefeated. Anticity with 4 wins. Ezir with 4 wins. Ricochet with 3. And I'm with 3 also. But I'm 1 tiebreaker point away. And if that's the case, then I would get a rematch with the Dwarf homie and we would basically just play. Oh, no. Okay, so let's go to back to the game here. And we will see if there's maybe a Hail Mary somewhere. Maybe there's a little something going on. Yeah, who did I play? I don't think any of my opponents are still playing right now. And Ricochet lost too. Yeah, but if he had won, he would just be guaranteed a spot. Yeah, Demons of Chaos don't seem like a high tier faction. They seem more like a cheesy lower mid tier faction, I would say. They have a lot of cheese, like monster spam, mobility spam, spell abuse, those kind of things. But as like a well-rounded faction, a little bit trickier, but I mean, I honestly think they're fine. I like Demons of Chaos. I think they're really cool. And will have a good opinion. He's been grinding them super hard, so I'm sure he can answer your questions about that. Refresh the brackets. And we will do it. Do it. Refreshing, still waiting. Okay. How are the scores looking? Do we have a chance, Precious? I don't think so. I think we're in the dregs, unfortunately. Oh, never mind. Ricochet just got... Okay, Ant, you can get rid of your guilt now. Ricochet just got another strong tiebreaker point from somebody that was able to solidify his spot. So pretty sure the top 4 is all set. We got 5th place technically in the tournament, which isn't bad, of 20-something plus people. Are the win rates on Total Tavern an accurate tier list? They're pretty close to being accurate at this point, yeah. Slaanesh and Ogres are definitely 2 of the strongest factions in the game. There's a couple in there that are a little bit funky. But more or less, yeah, it's not like a bad depiction. Although you have to be careful, because like Anticity has been grinding Demons of Chaos, and he's, you know, the top-ranked player, right? So he's falsely inflating their win rate a little bit. Like if it was played across all skill levels, it'd probably be a little bit lower. But I don't agree that Tomb Kings are a low-tier faction. That's one thing that's a little bit off. If we like look real quick here, You could see we have the Tomb Kings down here in the pits. I don't think they belong there. Aside from that, like the win rates are looking pretty good. CA has done a good job balancing this game. There's just a couple little things here and there, but do Bloodletters beat Blackworks one-on-one? I think a Blackwork would win because of the higher HP pool, but it wouldn't be cost-effective for you probably. I'd have to test it though. The anti-infantry bonus might be enough to turn it. Hard to say. Yeah, Tomb Kings don't belong here. Skaven belong here. Nurgle belongs here. Tzeentch probably belongs down here too. But the win rates are looking really good right now, guys. I mean, we're in a... Actually, even though it's a very big dry spell of this game, the meta is actually pretty good. Like, every faction is more or less viable, except I say Skaven are the ones that are the hardest to win with at, like, high-level play. Skaven really, really suffer. Yeah. All right, so let's do this. We're going to do that. And we're almost ready for top 4. Just got to wait. Torreson still has a game. Is he actually in the running for top 4? Oh, shit. Torreson might get top 4 and push poor Ricochet out if he wins his game. Who mains TK? They're not getting played much anymore. I don't see a lot of Tomb Kings players. They are good for newer players, though. 100%. Tomb Kings are very simplistic. It's like, get a new Shop de Grepo, get a Sepulchral Stalker, Skeletons, and, you know, Cetra on a Sphinx, and you're good. They're very, very simplistic to play. But they all do have a high skill ceiling, too. This is my first tourney that I played on. Can you explain the tiebreaker points? Yeah, sure. So, let me go here, my friend, and show you. So, the tiebreaker points, here are your number of wins. That is the first tiebreaker, the first metric. The second metric is opponent score. So basically, this is the combined number of wins that all of your opponents have. So somebody who has 16, 14, you know, whatever, they played very strong opponents over the course of the tournament. So this is this combined number of wins added together that your opponents have. Yeah. I'm trying to think of how you would beat my build without spamming Wrathmongers. Well, you could spam Wrathmongers. My build was designed to fight them because Blackworks, with a huge stat line increase, actually trade pretty well into Wrathmongers if you get a little bit of a troll support on top of them. But yeah, Wrathmongers are very important there still too. They're still great. So Khorne against my build, because a lot of Greenskin players don't play that way, so it's kind of risky to index into it. Yeah. I mean, obviously Skarbrand would have beat the brakes off my build if you really want to, because I didn't have much to deal with it. Yeah, like Skarbrand would have been a problem, man. Most Greenskin builds would have like shooting for him, but my build didn't. I just had 3 skirmish calves, so you would have been giving me the business with Skarbrand. He would have just bullied my Blackworks and breath attacked and just beaten them down. Would have taken out my hero really quickly. That would have been a glaring weakness, but almost nobody uses him, so I was like, all right, let's hope he doesn't bring him. It's a gamble of a build. Okay, we have 2 games left to finish, and then we are all good. Zier has his buy round point there, looking good. Skarbrand is risky business, he is. Exalted Bloodletters would have been a huge problem for me too. If you had like a couple Exalted Bloodletters, they wreck Blackworks. It's like really bad. The Exalted ones, they hit super hard, they have a huge bonus for his infantry, and they have some Fizz res. You could even go for the Hellforged Host. These guys are pretty nasty, granted. I don't know if you need the armor against Greenskins, probably not as much. But yeah, a couple of these homies would have been good. Aside from that, Cultists aren't bad, you know, mixing them in. Harambe, I don't like that much in this matchup. Silent Inkfingrim. Yeah, Exalted Bloodletters could be pretty good. Arball's not terrible either. Arball can summon Chaos Spawn. He's got a really good armor-piercing AoE. The Fury of the Blood God. Khorne has a ton of options. They're such a cool faction. That's actually, I think, I'm going to play next time. We're going to do some Khorne next time we have an old Total War Ham tournament. All right. Okay. Let's do that. Outstanding. Semifinals time. Place your bets now. Anticity did lose the Navigator, but he now knows. He's like the Terminator, you know? He's like, or like the Borg in Star Trek. You know, his opponent shoots him with the phaser, and then he sees the build, and he comes back with upgraded shields that can counter the phaser. Borgaticity. All right, so Torreson and Igna Magnus are having like a super epic cockfight over there. It's actually for the top 4 spot. So I don't think I could have made top 4 anyways. Yeah, because there's 2 players. There will be another 4-player one. Our ball is cool. Yeah. Navigator, what he's playing? He's probably playing Chaos Dwarves. He's a Chaos Dwarf main. He's very good at them. And Chaos Dwarves have some really nice tools against demons. Death Shriekers, Iron Demons are all very good there. They've got some evil schemes. Fireglaves can screen out backfield pressure very, very well. So there is that. A couple War Shrines are viable in niche circumstances, Spartan. I think the Nurgle Shrine is like niche in the Vampire Count matchup. Not like the best thing, but it's decent. The Khorne Shrine sucks. The Tzeentch Shrine has some cheese builds where you can get like infinite Winds of Magic, and the Slaanesh Shrine used to be meta. It gives Slaanesh a Mortis engine, but I think there's way better ways to play the faction. The Tzeentch one is probably one of the better ones, agreed, because it just gives you Winds of Magic spam, which again synergizes with the entire faction's mechanics. All right, guys, I'm gonna go grab some water, and then by the time I'm back, we should be good to roll. Hell yeah. All right, homies, I'm back. What did I miss? Let me message them and see if they're having some sort of an issue right now. Thorson, let me know when done, because we finished our game a long time ago, man. A long old time ago. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, I don't know why the Ogre's win rate tanked so hard. I could have sworn it was over 60, but maybe a lot of people have been playing them in SFTs and losing. Yeah, the win rate spread I know it's getting tighter. It's good. It's funny how Creative Assembly, who is like a studio that focuses mostly on single player, just straight up does a better job balancing multiplayer than most developers. It's insane. They actually like listen to the community feedback from high level players and implement it while keeping the experience fun for newer players too, you know? There are some game studios that'll really cater to the elite players and at the deficit of the newer players, but it doesn't happen here. Somehow it works out. Yeah. Yeah, they have very few games played. Yeah, the most popular faction is what this season? Dark Elves and Chaos Dwarves. That makes sense. Everybody loves Chaos Dwarves. They're awesome. But Dark Elves and Chaos Dwarves seem to be the most played factions. Yeah, seems to be the case. Hey, Chief Mojo. Sorry I missed your thing. Thank you for subscribing, man. Appreciate you. All right. Oh, okay. Exactly. I'm telling you. They didn't report their game. That happens all the time. If you just notice a game not finished in a tournament, somebody just didn't report it. Okay. Okay, so you won, but misreported it. Okay. Showing the wrong info. Let me check. So we had a homie who reported a score wrong. So I got to fix that right now. So that is going to be the first player I played, which is going to be who? Ricochet. First attempt. Okay, doing an admin thing. Okay, so you two decided to replay. And you won. Sorry guys, just gotta check this. Okay, sorry guys, just got a quick admin thing to deal with here real quick. All right, no problemo. Just got to adjust something real quick, guys. Give me a minute. We will be advancing to the semifinals in a moment. Yeah. Winner should always report the score, but in this situation, there was a disconnect situation. It was a little bit more complicated. Yeah. Which one has the lowest play rate? I'm not sure who. Okay, let's do this, and that's going to be Death by Ricochet there, and then we need to adjust their scores. And so it's going to be Ricochet. So our dwarf opponent might actually make top 4. And Azir should have his score adjusted here as well. Cool. Cathay has some play and domination. I mean, the Crowmen, Plague of Rust, kind of mobility style with like some Crane Gunner support. Cathay gets a little bit of love every now and then. They're not the worst. Yeah, they're not the worst. Okay, so that should be popping up here, guys. We just got to hang tight for a minute. Wait for these to load. Yeah, I don't know who the most popular faction is. Or most unpopular. I have to take a look real quick. So Azir should have how many wins? Okay. Top 4 time, boys. Looks like Demons of Chaos, Chaos Dwarves, regular Dwarves, and I don't know what the other faction's going to be. Something sweaty. By the way, we're going to have some fun siege battles tonight. I really, really like ending on those. I think it's a very fun capstone to all the streams we do. And that is done. Great. And that is done as well. Okay, let's refresh this. Who's worse than Cathay? Skaven are worse than Cathay for sure. Yeah, Skaven actually get wrecked by Cathay because of Crowmen. Crowmen just like annihilate everything they love. All right, so we have Navigator, Anticity, Ignum is going to be top 4 as well, and I am number 5. One short here. All right, so we got our top 4 guys. The die is cast, and we're going to advance to top 4 now. Great. GLHF. Lizardmen, yeah, they don't get played as much. All good. Okay. And let's go to the tournament here. We're going to do this. We got top 4 time. Okay, there we go. Here we are. So it's going to be Death by Ricochet. The Dwarves versus Navigator, who's probably on Chaos Dwarves. And then we have Ignum Menace versus Anticity here. Okay, so we're going to do the Dwarf game. I think that'll be interesting. Great, so we'll do Navigator, lobby, code, please. All right, thank you guys for joining tonight, choosing to spend your afternoons here for a little bit of a ham war, and we're going to be casting a grudge match of grudge matches. We got those 2 homies pinged. I'm being pinged for something, I don't know why. Okay, it's just Azir looking for me here. Very strange. Cool. Yeah, who has the Skaven are the worst, I think. Cathay can actually be favored in a handful of matchups. I mean, if you look at Cathay's win rate, it's almost 50%. Skaven just have so many bad matchups, I feel. I mean, Skaven do counter Dark Elves and they do counter Dwarves, but aside from that, it's so much suffering, man. It's so much suffering. I can't even put my finger on it, but it just, you think they'd be good. They have a lot of cheap capture weight, numbers, range, okay mobility, I guess. Nothing too nuts. Yeah, Wood Elves are a strong faction. Their win rate has gone down a bit, but I still think they're an S tier faction. Wood Elves are very nasty. All right. So we got this. So Anticity, go ahead and play your game, boss. Here we go, joining that. Okay, and password is going to be this. The blessed password of passwords. Okay, so is it a dwarf mirror match, but with evil dwarves? So they're doing the map pick and bans right now. It's going to be the dwarf player from round 1 having a really good run, going 4-1 today. So good stuff. And Navigator usually plays Chaos Dwarves. We're going to see what it's going to be. Yeah, Wood Elves are very stressful to play against. Oh, it's Beastmen. Oh, shit. Okay. It is the Bray Herd. They cometh. Yes, let the Bray Herd feast. So Beastmen are on the table. Dwarves are coming out here. And yeah, Beastmen are a really good faction still. High skill cap faction. You know, a lot of micros required to play them, but if you have it, they can also play some Unga Bunga styles. They can do some, you know, infantry pushes and whatnot, but yeah, two great factions to see. Beastmen Dwarves is always fun. A lot of Slayers running around, and probably going to bring Flame Cannons again, I would wager. A beastly surprise. So we have Beastmen, Dwarves, Demons of Chaos, and Ignum is playing. I'm not sure what he's playing. Let me check. He declared he is playing. Oh, Chaos Dwarves on the other side. Okay, so Chaos Dwarves. Yeah, I want to play Chaos Dwarves again. So many factions, man. Gotta pull out my notebook. There you go. Take some notes, man. Take some notes. Cygors would be fun to see. I'd love to see some Cygor action. That's the power fantasy. Cygors are I'm trying to think if there's any matchups in which you would want to bring a Cygor as Beastmen. The thing is, the one thing you could catch people off guard with Cygors is the fact that nobody will expect them. They're going to be expecting traditional Beastmen aggression. So like a double Cygor build could catch somebody off guard, but they're also just not too brutal. And Dwarfs for Demons of Chaos is super loreful. Yeah, it is. You're talking about Chaos Dwarfs, Ent? Yeah. Yeah, Dwarves don't encounter Beastmen too much in the lore. It does happen, but like Dwarven Rangers who are out on expedition will encounter Beastmen, but typically Beastmen lurk in the forests of the Empire and those kind of regions. They like to be in the woods. And Dwarves are more mountainous or subterranean. Typically, the big enemies of Dwarves are Skaven and Greenskins. Those are like who they're fighting on the regular. The Empire is more like Vampire Counts Beastmen as their primary enemies in Chaos. Chaos Dwarves will encounter, not encounter Beastmen that often. The Chaos Dwarves live in like a desolate wasteland, which probably isn't too hospitable to the Beastmen in their burrows and, you know, forest habitats. Hey, Saudi, nice. Yeah, winter paint schemes are really fun. Imperial Guard are awesome, man. They're a fun army to play. You got it, CZR. Chaos Dwarves against Demons of Chaos. You have some good tools, actually. Because Chaos Dwarves have really good anti-SE. They have really good infantry clearing. So they can play a lot of nice games against Demons of Chaos. I played that matchup a handful of times, and it's pretty even, I would say. But you are playing Anticity, so good luck. Good luck. Dwarves getting ready to party. Could we see a Thunder Barge? Probably not a good idea. Between Harpies and Raiders and Throwing Axes, probably a little bit too risky. Although, I don't know. Maybe you could get away with it. I think the Flamethrower Gyrocopters are very good. They clear out goblins. They're very, very menacing. Yeah. They can do some work. Have you guys played Kill Team? Yeah, I see some guys in chat talking about it. I've never played Kill Team, but I've heard good things about it. Does it have like a good competitive rule set? Is it balanced? Because I could probably put together a Kill Team for Death Guard. I'm pretty sure they have one. All right. So it begins. The dreaded Thunder Barge is here. Oh no. Oh no. That Beastmen build. Oh god. They're in so much danger, guys. There's no Raiders. There's no Centaur Throwing Axes in the main build. This could be Gotham's Reckoning right now. I like it. He's just taking his chances with the Thunder Barge to try and blitz to the finals. He's just like, I'm just bringing the big chungus, and if you're not prepared, you're going to lose the game. Harpies, Centaur Throwing Axes, and Ungor Raiders can all challenge it. Or you can tarp at the battlefield and bully them off objectives and ignore the Thunder Barge. So looking at the Dwarf build, guys, we have not Dwarf build, the Beastmen. We have Kazrak the One-Eye, who's an absolute meme character. He does have the Dark Mail, which gives him armor and damage resist when he's in melee. It's kind of cute. Brave Shaman of Death is going to be using Soul Blight to lower the defenses of the Dwarves, Pestigors, Vestigors, and Butchers of Kalkengard, with a Wargore Chariot as well. Now, you know, if this were a normal Dwarf build, I'd be like, oh, you know, maybe this anti-armor build could, you know, maybe break their lines, but I don't know. That Barge, it's barging time, boys. We got Miners, so obviously, if you're going to be bringing a Thunder Barge, you're going to have very low troop quality. So these guys are just all very, very weak there. But, you know, you get them up and put a Thunder Barge on top of them, man, and you can do it. Top of that, we do have Malachi McKyson. If you're going Thunder Barge, he's an auto take. He can put some good firepower down on chariots with his repeater rifle, but more importantly, he has the McKyson's Persuader, with which he can heal the Thunder Barge for 17% of its HP, which is pretty disgusting. And I don't know why they're reloading. Did they do the wrong map? I think they did the wrong map. Let's check here. Wrong map, supposed to be Valley of Lies. Okay, no problem. So, yeah, the Thunder Barge is going to be, the cat is out of the bag, but they're going to switch maps, and we're going to load in again. And then we can review the armies once more. I'm not the host, so it's on them. Shouldn't be too hard to switch. There you go. All right, he found it. Beastmen got already up here. Taking a little bit long there. Okay, what's going on here? Hopefully he didn't switch anything on the backside of his army. That was suspiciously long there. Oh, I know his main army is going to be the same, but he could have changed some reserves. I really hope... You better not have done that, dog. You better not. Now be seeing how screwed he is. Yeah. Yeah, his starting army is the same, though, so that is a good sign. The Bestigors, yeah, they do good damage against Dwarvish infantry for sure, and they have enough armor to deal with the blasting charges as well. Maybe you just needed a quick cry. Yeah, we'll see. All right, guys. So it begins. Ricochet versus Navi. This is a very good artillery map, by the way. You could put like a line of sight based artillery here and shoot. The maps are... They could have just played that other map, honestly. It wouldn't have mattered too much. This one is a little bit better for Beastmen. The other map was more Dwarf favorite, I would say. Watch the Mass Raider suddenly come out. I mean, he likely has some anti-air in reserves because gyrocopters are very expected, so you're going to want something to deal with that. So, like we talked about, it's an anti-armor build, just Bestigors and Pestigors with 2 chariots as well as a freaking Bray Shaman of Death. So honestly, pretty solid. Good to be vanguarding, trying to grab the points where you can, and yeah, that's that. Now, the Dwarves, it's all going to come down to the Air Force. If the Air Force is allowed to feast, then the Beastmen are going to have a really, really bad time, guys. They're going to be having a terrible time. I don't know about the Kazarak pick. I think the ideal pick would be a Bray Shaman here. Most likely, just some sort of a Bray Shaman character. Even Warker the Shadowgave, I think, is better. Because Kazarak is so vulnerable to dying on his chariot. He can take a whole bunch of damage. What's up? Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome, welcome. See some new faces piling in. Good to have you guys here. So this is the semifinal of today's tournament. We have the dreaded Dwarves with the Erect Thunderbarge build. And the big problem for Kazarak is he's going to get harpooned in the face. The Thunderbarge has the Spear of Grungni, which will literally bring Kazarak down to like half health here. And we do see the Vanguard deployment. I like it. The Chariot's deploying over here in the Vanguard and are going to be running through the Miners with blasting charges right there. So they're going to take some damage, but you got to be careful, man. Brimstone guns are coming over, Malachi and the Barge. The Barge is using its afterburners. It is not. It is just moving normally. Okay. So Dwarves going to swarm over onto the point, and the Gyrocopter is going to be getting ready to shoot. So for the Dwarves, it's a very simplistic victory play. You just play these 2 objectives only and keep the Thunderbarge between them, and that's how you win. We do see the Chariots getting some work done against the Chaff units, but with a big emphasis on those guys being Chaff. But look at the Flamethrowers, able to really cook that Bray Shaman. That's going to be hurting, and the other Flamethrower Gyrocopter is going to be nearby. And you're about to see the big Grungni Spear coming in and giving the fat wiener here to these guys, as Kazarak is probably not going to be long for this world if the Spear is used correctly by Ricochet. All right, some Harry Potter going down here. We do see the Bray Shaman being punished by the Dwarven Gyrocopters. Oh my god, just getting absolutely, yeah, the Defoe looking up meme, I know. So, Harpies have arrived. Harpies will be very good against the Gyrocopters. We're going to see how good the Dwarvish Micro is as they try and crossfire with those other 2. More Harpies are on the way in the middle, some Dwarves being sent to their doom to fight the Minotaurs and the Armor Piercing on their own. So that was a mistake by Ricochet, in my opinion. Definitely should keep your army together and just Thunderbarge farm your opponent. But Harpy's getting some good work done and getting a nice little chase as the Flamethrower Gyros are going to keep shooting, and more Harpies are going to be on their way in. Will the Thunderbarge be able to keep them in check? Find out today, guys. It is at 620 value and climbing. Chariot's running a little bit rampant, and what are the Dwarves going to be calling out next? Are we going to be seeing Slayers? Probably Giant Slayers, something like that, to try and help out. So Gyros are kiting here, and the Harpies are doing great work, though. Getting into combat versus the Brimstone guns is incredibly clutch. Harpy's going to be retreating away right there, fleeing the old scene, as we do see Malachi McKyson. He is being punished by the Wargore on the Chariot, which is a very, very good target from him. So he is going to be taking some work right there. Gyrocopter is coming back in. It looks like the Harpies did get routed. So far, the Harpoon has not been used at... Okay, there's the Harpoon. The Harpoon was used on the Wargore, and the Wargore takes a hell of a lot of damage. And where are the Slayers? Definitely going to be needed. It looks like it's more blasting charges being called in as the Thunderbarge continues moving. But right now, the Dwarves are looking to be in a losing position at this point. Pulling back here is the Wargore. He's going to be wavering and fleeing the scene here. The cannon on the Thunderbarge putting some work in. Barge is at 1800 value, and more chaff units being called in? No, it's going to be Giant Slayers. So finally some good quality units, because these miners are just having a bad time. And it was a colossal misplay by Ricochet, by the way, to send those chaff to the middle unsupported. They should have all been back here, because with the Thunderbarge, it's all about buying time. And if he had just had more units here underneath the Thunderbarge, he would be in a much better position. Anyways, one of the Gyrocopters not in great shape. It is being chewed on. On the backside, we see a Gyrocopter microing around the map. running where it can, and now we're finally going to be getting some Slayers here. But this looks like a winning game for Beastmen so far, just because of the big misplay in the middle of and letting Objective 1 flip to the Beastmen when it didn't have to is hurting pretty bad. All right, Malachi is now being hunted by Kazrak. We all made fun of Kazrak the One-Eye, guys. We all laughed at him, but he is here, and Kazrak is going to be battling it out versus Malachi, and Malachi's losing the fight. Kazrak the One-Eye is that's what he's all about right now. Looking very good for Navi. He's in a pretty commanding position, as the Dwarves are desperately trying to get their objective back, but don't really have the tools to do it. Centaurs with throwing axes are out, and the Thunderbarge here is going to be encircling here. And it is at 3,000 value, so it is getting a lot of value. Dwarves are keeping the value even, but really struggling to get any agency on the battlefield. On the backside, Malachi dying is going to be brutal too. If he's not able to get the heals off on the Thunderbarge before he goes in the trash, that's going to be very, very unfortunate. All right, so it's barging time, and you can see all the Bestigors are waiting on the objective. Bestigors will trade very well into Giant Slayers. Another Centaurs with throwing axes coming out, but the Barge should be able to broadside them with the Giant Slayer support on the ground. More chaff units coming in, and Malachi is going to be dropping the Persuader on the Thunderbarge, which is going to be healing it for a lot right now. Navi pulling ahead in value, and Centaur is getting underneath it. Oh, you better watch out! They're going to get bombed if they stand underneath it like that. Yep, here comes the bombs from the Thunderbarge, nailing those guys, doing some big old damage. Giant Slayers pulling back, and Dwarves really struggling to get up on the field, guys. Really, really struggle city. More Slayers on the way out. Giant Slayers, I think, are just chasing some random shit around the field. Yep, they're literally chasing the Centaurs. Not going to catch them in a million years. Malachi going to be pulling back, and the points are looking very, very tough. Dwarves down about 800 value. They do have healing value, but Malachi is very close to death. Slayers coming in. If Kazrak got killed, maybe. But Malachi actually getting killed by Kazrak the One-Eye, guys. We're laughing at him, but man, oh man. So the Thunderbarge automatically drops bombs. There's no baiting it. If you run under it, it just drops bombs perpetually. It does quite a bit of work there. So Thunderbarge is doing it. 5,000 value here. We do see the Wargore alive at like 1 health. Kazrak very low. A lot of very low Beastmen. Oh, that's so painful, right? Ricochet got you low, and also got you low as well. So a lot of rough stuff there for the Dwarves. Not able to quite finish off any of the Beastmen characters, although one of them does finally die. So that character does go down here. Giant Slayers fighting on the objective, but the Miners, and this is the risk of Thunderbarge builds, and that's why you got to consolidate your entire army and keep it all right next to the Barge. Like losing 3 or 4 chaff units that would have been good buffering for the Barge was a big, big mistake there. All right, so it is barging time, and it is sitting at 5,500 value, just a classic Thunderbarge trying to carry the game. Slayer's chasing down Kazrak the One-Eye, and might be able to get some good deeps on him, but I would wager he is going to be able to squeak away here. And the Slayers are going to be chasing the Minotaurs as well as Kazrak while it continues to try and secure this point. But now we have 2 Centaurs with throwing axes in there for Navi. They're going to be throwing into the old Barge and doing some good work here. Dwarven Gyrocopters were also a huge bust. They didn't really get much value here, and this is going to be GG. Navigator's going to be winning and advancing on to the grand finals of the tournament here today. Barge moving up 6,000 value, but that's the thing. This is domination mode. We're not playing Warhammer 2. It ain't land battle anymore. And if this was obviously land battle situation, it would be horrific. Thunderbarge would have just won the game. Very build roulette there, obviously. Slayer's going to be creeping across, as well as some of the Miners here. And it is barging time. Let's see what kind of value it can get up to before it goes down here. The broadside continues, and we're going to get some cool cinematic shots before we go out here. Yeah, the Thunderbarge is so freaking cool. It could use its afterburners to try and escape, but there are a lot of axes lodged in the side of this thing. 500 HP, 400 HP, 491, looking a little bit worse for wear as more Minotaurs are called in. And pretty much complete dominance here from the Beastmen, as they have been able to hold most of the field. Looking around, nothing funny going on the other side as well. The Chad One-Eye defeats the Thunderbarge, that's right. You know, never, we laughed at Kazrak. We laughed, but the Barge is going to go down, and that is going to be at the end. And then we have the Beastmen going to the grand finals. All right, guys. GG, well played. Good builds. You know, you had plenty of anti-air in reserve between the Harpies and the Centaurs. And Ricochet, just his army quality was too poor on the ground and got torn up a little bit too quick. All right. So, let's get the grand finals going. Turin finals. There we are. And perfection. We're going to get you. We're going to get Navigator in there as well. Okay. There we go. And there he is. Cool. So we got Navigator in the finals and Anticity waiting in the shadows. So this is a rematch from earlier. Navigator did actually defeat Anticity. So these guys are back for blood, and we're going to be seeing who wins in the grand finale of tonight's event. And of course, we'll be doing a siege battle to end all siege battles. Hopefully it won't be too laggy. We're going to try our best and see if we can get a good connection going. And where are we at? All right. If you guys are enjoying tonight's stream, by the way, please do drop a like. It helps out quite a bit. And let us know who you're rooting for. Are you rooting for Navigator, or are you looking for the Kraken King to get his Demons of Chaos victory here tonight? I wonder what the Beastmen do in this matchup. I mean, obviously, Navigator had a build that won before. Beastmen can definitely keep up with the mobility. Centaurs can keep pace with Hounds as well as Fiends and trade reasonably well into them with the charges. Beastmen are a strong faction. I mean, I still think they're top tier. I just think they're not too popular, but they're very good, if you were to ask me. Very, very good. The Dock versus the Bray Herd. The Herd of the Beasts. Check something here. Do this. Okay, outstanding. And settings are all good. Just got to wait and see what the map's going to be. Anticity is going to tell me the map. And we are going to be playing, so ban edge, ban layer. So we're going to be on the road to Talabheim. So this map is a mobility map. It's very open with 3 objectives side by side. It's like a giant Itza, basically. So very important to have some speed to bounce between the objectives here. There are some ways to play it with slower factions, but typically slow defensive factions like Dwarves, they want a home objective that they can just plant their feet on and fight from. Yeah. If you can get a good residential upload connection in California, please share the secret. Are you talking about internet upload speed? Or are you talking about something else? Let's see if the Beastmen protect the civilized world from evil. I know. Well, Chaos Demons are definitely probably more evil than Beastmen. I mean, they're just a manifestation of literal evil and entropy and decay and violence. Beastmen are, you know, pretty close, but I think there's levels to this. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a Bloodletter build. And look at the Zangors. So the reason why you're seeing so many Zangors is because they do magic damage. So against demons, they can trade a little bit better there. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I have Spectrum Internet, and they do suck, but they do offer a decent upload package. It's not the best, but we get like 40 upload speed or something. It is what it is. Yeah, California unfortunately doesn't. I mean, there is fiber internet in some places, but the stupid, you know, major monopoly like companies like Spectrum, they just lobby to make sure we don't get good internet. It's just pure pain. Don't get me on one of my boomer rants. Not now. We got to focus on the game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, looking at the build here of Anticity, it is going to be Bloodletters en masse. So Bloodletters massacre most infantry in combat. They're very cost effective. Beastmen Zangors are probably the best bet against them in terms of just pure trading power with the magic damage. Nurglings for Vanguard on capture weight. We do have a Lord of Change. Anticity loves to just punish you with his final transmutation, as he did against me earlier. And we have the Noxbringer. So the Noxbringer is going to be pretty sweet. I always thought he didn't like this thing, but I think the Noxbringer is one of the best soul grinders. The fact that it drains ammunition is really good against Ungor Raiders and Centaurs with throwing axes. So that is that. All right, guys. So that is going to be it. And looking at the other side for the Bray Herd, he can't help but play the Dwarvish way. The Beastmen Box of Doom. So we got Zangors, 4 archers in formation, a Shadowcaster with Occam's Mindrazor, as well as Melkoths. Okay, I guess, this imbues magic damage. Oh, so you use this on Centaurs to make them do a massive damage boost against demons. Okay. Doom Bull and a Gore Bull are going to be the choices. All right. So these bad boys are going to be moving up. And here comes the Beastmen Box of Doom. That's painful out here in small city Idaho. I'm getting 300 up and down for cheap. Yeah, it's a bit of a joke, honestly. Yeah, there's so much corruption with all that kind of stuff. You know, nepotism and, you know, insider shenanigans and lobbying and politics. It's just awful, dude. It's so awful. What can you do, man? What can you do? Advancing up are the old Zangors. And where are the Ungabunga Raiders going to be going? Are they going to be panning out this way? We do see the Ungor Spearman making a play for the side objective. And Anticity's Giant Chicken has arrived. He's going to be looking for final transmutation targets. But that Noxbringer... Nice. Okay, so the Noxbringer is already draining the ammunition of the Ungor Raiders. Yeah, it's very weird to see Beastmen fighting in a very tight formation like that. It's very out of character, you know? Final transmutations are going to be very brutal against a Doom Bull and a Gore Bull together. But keep in mind, guys, this Beastmen player did defeat Anticity earlier in the tournament, so he is probably privy to those schemes and is going to be ready to try and fight back against it. We'll see, guys. He might just get nailed. So Shrieking Skyrazor here. I think Ent is going to be what he'll probably do is summon some Furies. With the Portal Glyph, he'll land the Furies and try and bait in enemy units and then maybe nail them. So Shrieking Skyrays doing a bunch of damage with their little missile attack, which is the Lamprey's Bite. Able to take quite a bit of HP off the Unga Bunga Raiders. Centaur's coming in on the other side, and it looks like they're thinking about charging into some of the Nurglings. And will the Nurglings feast today, guys? Find out. So charge coming in. We do see the Nurglings getting popcorn banditted pretty hard as they get blasted. But these are the ROR Nurglings. They have damage reflection. So the damage reflection on the Centaurs is actually quite good. And we do see Gorebull and Doombull kind of thinking about coming over here. While on the backside, Raiders just kind of spread out. And we are going to be seeing two objectives going to the Beastmen here. And the big thing is going to be not getting caught in a huge magic nuke, right? That is going to be the pain. If you can avoid that, you know, we'll see what's cooking. Centaur's charging back in here. And on the backside, we do see the Exalted Lord of Change there, piling in to fight against these guys. And now we're getting into Final Transmutation territory. With the two Centaurs and the two characters nearby, it's very, very tempting, I'm sure, for Anticity. But he's got very good patience and trigger discipline here in this game. I would wager he's going to be waiting. And on the back, we do see some Furies of Khorne coming in. Now, Khorne Furies are very good against light armored factions because they have Frenzy. So they basically just do more raw damage against especially light armored targets. Each of the Furies is better at different things. Look at that. Soul Grinder putting in work against the Raiders back here. So one of the Unga Bunga Raiders does get taken down to a very low amount of health and about half ammo, which is quite good. This is going to be really bad for the Beastmen. We have the two Beastmen characters gathering, being attacked by anti-large Shrieking Skyrays, by a Chicken, and by the Noxbringer here. And yeah, we're going to be seeing a Final Transmutation here most likely. Although no, Ent is going to wait, and they are going to get away. I think Ent was waiting for the Centaurs to move in. He was trying to be uber patient. But yep, for now, the Beastmen just going to be cycle charging with their Cav on the side and getting good damage. Bloodletters have low melee defense, so being charged by a Shock Cav, who do have a good charge bonus, is very clean. And I really do like this play from Navi. Pulling back and forth and kind of getting those good charges off is very, very nice. We do see the two Beastmen characters moving in again, and now they get surrounded by Furies, and yeah, here it comes. Oh god, it's gonna happen. I feel like I'm getting a playback of how my game went earlier. Don't charge those Zangors in there, man. Final Transmutation overcasted, nuking those characters, man. That's that's his style, man. He's really waiting for those blobs and punching those blobs. So the two Beastmen characters trying to fight, Zangor's coming in as well. We are going to be seeing the Shadowcaster doing something. I'm not sure. A couple of Furies with their dreaded humping animations. On the backside, though, we do see the Fleshhounds getting torn up by the Beastmen, but also able to do some damage against the Centaurs. And a Bloodletter unit here should be isolated and killed most likely. Arrows going into the Chicken. The Gorebull does have the Mind Razor ability, which gives them a big damage boost, but they are just getting punched right in the wiener right now. And Gorebull and Doombull are going to have to pull back, as we see Anticity pulling a value lead here. Centaur is being used to go after the Chaos Furies, and the Beastmen do survive the onslaught, but man, oh man, it's going to be tough. Zangors with their magic damage doing big lifting against the Bloodletters. Bloodletters, of course, trade well into them also, but Zangor's doing it and able to get through that unit right there. And the Beastmen still do have a good archer line intact, and Beastmen are really good at defending their lines because of the fact that they do have Centaurs, which can tear up Furies and all sorts of units like that. On the old flank here, the Bloodletter is going to be trying to chase down Sentis, which are going to be refreshing their charge bonus. And a lot of demonic damage. I mean, honestly, Beastmen could win this game as long as they don't get their hero sniped. If the Doombull gets caught here, okay, Ent is going for broke. He knows he's starting to fall behind on value trading as the Beastmen have caught up. Oh my god, it's so filthy, man. It hits everything. The Shadowcaster, all the homies, and I think Doombull is not going to be long for this earth. Beastmen are a faction that don't have the best base leadership. No, the audio should be playing. Let me check. Hold on a sec. No, let's see. Okay, I don't know if it's muted right now, but regardless, we'll get to the bottom of it now. Is it alt? Okay, it should be back on now. Yeah, you guys should hear it. I don't know what's going on with that, but regardless, sorry about that. And on the backside, we do see the Doombull getting chased down here, and yeah, he does get hunted, so the Exalted Lord of Change able to butter that bread. And with that, the Beastmen army is going to start getting folded up, right? Getting caught in those big Final Transmutations is just too brutal. You can't let that happen. This honestly feels very similar to my game. Like, we had decent value trading, and then that happened. And the Fire Nation attacked, and things went south from there. Now, is there any way that the Beastmen can pull this game back? I don't really think so. I think that they're just going to get routed. They're going to have leadership problems. The last bastion of their strength is very, very low and weak here. I mean, you have a couple raggedy-ass units over here still trying to fight, but Anticity still has a full health chicken here. He's got also quite a presence here of Hounds, of the Blood Hunt, a couple Furies, and now we do see, oh, this is kind of a cool tech against demons. I really like this. A little bit too late, I think, but this is going to be the Incarnate Elemental Beasts. Now, this thing does magic damage and has a Mortis Engine, which actually is a really good recipe against demons, and would have been pretty effective against some of the demonic elements earlier on. But this chicken probably has enough for one more final transmutation. We do see the Gorbel fighting over here with a couple Zangors. And are we going to be seeing a resummon of the Beastmen Lord? Yeah, he's coming in. That's going to be his last final transmutation, but it is going to do a shitload of damage. And we'll be able to finish off that Gorbel right there. So the blobs have gotten punished really, really badly, guys. And we do see the big man going down. So Gorbel at 72 HP. He's going to be turned into a KFC drumstick or maybe a McDonald's burger. We're going to have to see. Oh, chicken attack. Oh, chicken. So he gets in there and puts a whooping down on that boy. And now the Beastmen are going to be flipping the... Oh, the Beastmen actually, do they have a triple cap right now? They still kind of do. But yeah, the demons are going to get the middle. The side objective is going to go to the demons also. Bloodletter's going to run back there. Hound's coming back in. The Incarnate Elemental is really cool here, but yeah, I don't see how it's going to be able to turn the tide against all of these different units there. Death by chicken, that's right. If chickens were the size of like a car, they would be terrifying, you know? Their claws and their beaks and shit. Yeah, they're kind of scary little creatures. They absolutely are. All right, guys. Incarnate Elemental's coming across. Going to try and make a difference. You know, Na'Vi is still fighting because he has the points lead. So he's thinking maybe he can scrap this game back out with some of his Beastmen mobility, but I don't think so, man. Incarnate Elemental is very, very decent against demons, especially if your opponent doesn't have pinks or blues on the battlefield, which it looks like Ent does have some blues coming out. So blues will be able to shoot through the mediocre armor of the Incarnate Elemental and do some great damage there. And here it comes. The Incarnate Elemental swarming over to the objective. Anticity parking his Hounds on to get the capture weight advantage. The Beastmen got a raggedy old force, and it is going to be Doombull back in business. Okay, so Na'Vi didn't hear no bell. I mean, he's still trying to fight this out. And Doombull coming back will give him a bit of a fighting presence. He still has his Wizard too, so the Harry Potter of the Beastmen is still here. But the Mind Razor, I mean, it's going to help a little bit maybe. So Incarnate Elemental chasing back the doggies. Capture weight belongs to the demons, but not for long as they are being harried off the objective. The Noxbringer still has ammunition as well, so Anticity is doing the StarCraft scooting and shooting here. Big chicken to the back. I mean, maybe if Ent threw his Lord somehow, like the Centaurs could get us around and something, but yeah, there's no way. The Noxbringer nearby, a couple other elements, it's going to be very, very tricky. Now, the Beastmen do actually win on just 1 point, though, guys. That is something to mention. If they can somehow Palpatine this point and just hold on to it, you know, maybe something could be done. But now we do have anti-large demons coming in. They're going to be attacking the Incarnate Elemental. Doombull is fighting with the chicken over here, and we do see some Beastmen forces coming over. He does have the Mind Razor ability, which can help, and the Incarnate Elemental, it's going to be eating a lot of firepower from those blues, although blues don't have a lot of ammo, and here we see the Ungors barely stabilizing. As another spell is going to be going down, that must be the last one, I would imagine. Nope, it was going to be a Mind Razor ability. So Na'Vi, you know, hedging his bets on himself, saying, hey man, I can still win this game on this one objective. Maybe Anticity is going to have trouble breaking me, because he did have him triple cap for a long time. In the meantime, though, capture weight is flipping very, very quickly. Beastmen on the back, what are they going to be calling in? We do see some more Centaurs being called, which is a good choice. Good against Furies and a multitude of other units here. And the Doombull does have the Occam's Mind Razor, which is giving him a big damage buff here, but he's really not doing much versus the tanky Nurgle Soul Grinder. Doing a little bit, I suppose. And now the objective is going to be flipping. So Ent is going to be able to win on just 2 objectives very soon if he maintains a triple cap like this, and we don't see the points going up for the Beastmen. Beastmen Centaur spam, trying to get back in the game here. Incarnate Elemental is farming some okay value. It's at about 700 here. So the Bray Shaman's going to be on his way in to try and fight. Blood letters here do get taken down by the Centaur charge. And Doombull, now that there's no more final transmutations, you know, Winds of Magic is probably out for the Demons of Chaos. He's going to be trying to get this one back, but he's fighting 2 pretty big, strong demonic SEs, both of which are going to be very, very tough for him to take down. All right, Lord is hanging out there. On the other side, the Incarnate Elemental going to be attacking these bad boys. Centaurs and Centaurs, we got 2 of them trying to break through with the Bray Shaman. Doombull getting a little bit of damage in there, but at this point, I mean, Navigator's going to need 2 points to win this game. Anticity is going to be able to just win on 2. He could even abandon this objective if he wants to and start playing the other ones. We do also see the Incarnate Elemental getting a little bit low as blues are piling in serious numbers, and blues with their good shooting can deal with Minotaurs and a multitude of other threats. All right, Big Man is here, and he does have the Walmart Mortis Engine, the Incarnate Flock of Doom, so basically casts a perpetual Walmart Flock of Doom nearby, and is very good at kind of chipping down these demons here. Very cool to see this thing fighting in the woods. It's kind of funny the Beastmen get it also. But there it goes. A lot of crumbling demons. Could Navigator rat claw his way back into this game? Can he get his little Skaven claw and maybe find a way to get back in this game? He is pushing through the demonic host, but there are a lot of troops still left here. Doombull's trying to put down that Noxbringer there. Incarnate Elemental is getting very beat up here, and the Beastmen don't have a Patriarch with which to heal it. Centaur's coming on the side, going to be chasing into the blues, probably going to get terror-routed by the Exalted Lord of Change. The tree line is the best friend of the Incarnate Elemental right now, as the trees are really helping the homie out. And are the Beastmen going to make a play for the other objectives right now? They do have a decent little points lead of about 200, which is going to be diminishing here very quickly. And more Harry Potter are going to be going down right now. Is it going to be the Mind Razor ability, or is it going to be, let's see, Cloud of Erosion? Not sure what spell that was. There it is. All right, so the Mind Razor has been put on the Zangors, which is going to give them a lot of extra DPS. Doombull's trying his best to get down the Noxbringer, which would be pretty big. Couple spears chewing away on the sides. And the value gap has closed a little bit. I mean, the Beastmen have been ratting back here. Navigator's an extremely good player. We're going to see if he's going to be able to pull this one back. Elsewhere on the map, a couple Haggard Beastmen units going to be trying to ninja the middle objective, which is a good idea. Because just in case you do get this side, you're going to need another one. So planning ahead and kind of scheming in that way is good. Fiends of Slaanesh called in from Anticity, able to really blitz the front line and doing fat, thick damage against these chaff units. Zangors and Incarnate Elemental getting there, and we do see the Noxbringer down to 2700 HP, but I suspect the Incarnate Elemental beast is going to be getting killed by the blues in tandem with the chicken and the fiends. So very nasty stuff. Elemental is wavering, and it should be going down here. You can see the spirits returning to the woods from whence they came. Doombull trying. He does have the Noxbringer down to 2000 HP as Zangors keep their bump and grind going. On the middle, some Furies called in from Anticity, going to be able to clean up the scraps and make sure the middle objective doesn't flip. And now Ent is going to be passing them in points. So the time of the beast is now over. But look at the value, guys. The value is actually dead even again. It's very close. So the Beastmen have ratted their way back in the game a little bit. Of course, it doesn't keep in fact the demonic disintegration and things like that. So the damage tracker is actually a little bit poor in some areas. But still been a very, very cool grand finals. You know, a game that looked completely over. And honestly, I would have expected the Beastmen to tap out of. They're trying to fight back here. And Beastmen are a faction that plays pretty well from behind, as long as they don't lose their lord. They are lowish leadership. But they're fast, so they can play maps and kind of scrap value back with their mobility. It's something they do very well. Looks like the Doombull is going to be getting killed yet again. I mean, the Exalted Lord of Chickens are very good fighters. They hit hard, they're mobile, and are very, very tanky as well. But yeah, that's going to be it. The Doombull, he's down for the count, 800 HP, give or take, as the chicken is beating him down with his KFC drumstick. And looking at the remaining HP, he's still going, 400 HP, and let's see if we can get the KO. I don't think there's going to be a sync animation, but the Beastman Lord does go down, and the KFC will reign supreme as Anticity's Lord of Change claims victory for the Demons of Chaos. Very fun tournament tonight, guys. I had a blast with all of you guys, man. Playing the old Haggard Greenskins and basically bringing Black Orcs every game. Very fun. And now we're going to do a siege battle of siege battles. So congrats to Anticity for the win. I know he even mentioned earlier that he's been struggling to get wins with the Demons of Chaos in the grand finals. But today he has gotten his pound of flesh and he is going to be claiming victory. Which factions cares the least about losing their lord? So let me look at the faction list real quick here. So we're going to do this. Turn siege battle. Okay, we're going to get in the match. Anybody's welcome to join. So we're going to set up the siege battle here. We're going to do the one we did last time. Helmguard, I think it was. Helmguard? I thought that was a very good one. Okay, so we're going to have the Imperial Defenders. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was this one. Great. Okay, so High Elves don't care too much about it, leadership-wise. Lizardmen, it's... And we're not talking about, like, we're just saying which faction is affected the least in terms of leadership for losing their lord. So Lizardmen and High Elves don't care much. Tomb Kings, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. Most of the Chaos factions are pretty resilient to it, like Khorne, Tzeentch, Nurgle, Slaanesh. The ones that really suffer are Greenskins, Beastmen, and Skaven. Those are the ones where when you lose your lord, and Empire too, because State Troopers aren't super high leadership. Bretonnia also suffers. Yeah, Dwarves pretty tough. All right, so we're going to be going good guys. We're going to be defending Helmgart, so the Empire calls. And we need to have some bad guys attacking. So any sort of a Chaos faction is fine, or double undead if you guys want to. So we're going to be defending here. There we are. Settlement is there. So we have 15,000. They should have quite a bit more. You guys could do an ogre attack if you Shaq and you and Walnut want to go ogres. Baldwin, we need you to play a good guy faction, Order Tide. We need the Order Tide here to defend the city. Okay, so we got ogres here. Walnuts, we need you on some sort of a destruction faction. You could play Greenskins if you want. Play Ogre Kingdom. Something that makes sense. Okay, Kislev. Yeah, that makes sense. Kislev coming down to help a fortress. And then we got Beastmen and Ogres. That's fine. I could see the ogres offering the Beastmen some food or some shit to come help them. That makes sense. All right, so we're going to get this. And let's get this party started. All right. You got two of you guys. So my Kislevite ally, you need to be the backbone. You need to be the infantry mostly. I'll handle the combined arm stuff. Greenskins and ogres, that makes more sense. That's better. Yeah. Okay. So choices. Yes, we're going to have a little bit of flavor fun. It's going to be good. You're going to go Greenskins, great. You'll love to see it. We can do you. So against ogres, yeah, they're going to have mass and shit. They're going to be nice and thick. Okay. Yes, those look fine. We're going to need to switch the wizard. I feel like nuke spells are very, very good on these maps. When they're like blobbing at the gates and stuff. It's okay, doggy. I'll be out in a minute. The dog is demanding. She's like, I want my 100th meal of the day. Yes, the powerful Kislev is coming in. So, yeah, it didn't work out super well for us last time, but we're going to get you guys. Greatswords, I think halberdiers are going to be good against like everything these guys are up to here. Demogryph Knights with halberds to defend the city, I think is going to be very important as well. Greenskins can fly a little bit. You know, they can bring some flying, so we got to put some respect on that, but I think we have tools to handle that. Okay. We got two of those homies ready to go. How much anti-large do we need? It is ogre, so probably quite a bit, you know? Probably quite a bit of anti-large. Cannons shooting. I don't know how good cannons will be. Great swords, not so good against these factions. I don't think they're going to be super nice. Getting some militia to defend the walls is very Giga Chad. All right. I think I like this build. How can we find some more money here? Kislev has got a pretty badass little army. Can I get you? What items do I want to cut? Cut this one. Great, so we got 150 left. All right, team. I think we're good to go. GLHF. We're going to be switching our banner here. And go time. Mortars are very good in siege battles. They are. Yeah, I am a mortar enjoyer. No, I really like these mortar wagons. All free company, that would have been pretty fun. All right, Shaq and Walnuts, it's go time, man. Let's fire this off and see how this goes. We're just doing the normal funds, so we're going to play around, see how that goes. The ogres are coming to get you, man. They are. Hawk on long rifles are pretty badass on the walls. Even though it's risky, they're just so fun. It's very thematic. Yeah, the other team doing the big thinking. It looks like Shaq is ready. Okay. These are good. So Kislev will give us some very meaty fighters and some powerful single entities, probably like frostworms and whatnot. We gotta watch out for our walls potentially being jumped. I have an idea actually. Yeah, let's cut this. We're gonna cut you. Cut you. Okay, I've had a little bit of time to think about this here. Got 1 and 2. We can upgrade you guys to the big dogs. Outstanding. Get an extra spear unit. Okay, that army's way better. Yeah, fine-tuning. Fine-tuning there. Hey, Grimgor. You think it'll be Grimgor? Grimgor is not the worst in siege battles. He can move up and do some work. Just boink on a gatehouse, and he's hard to kill too. Hard-ish to kill. Yeah. For the Emperor! So we got to defend Helmgart from the dreaded Destruction Tide. The Greenskins and Ogres are like, let's party, dude. Let's go crump and eat and loot and, you know, cause some havoc. And the brave Sons of Sigmar and their Kisleviate allies coming from the north to help them. Is Walnut AFK? No, they're both here. We're golden. All right, let me get James Hetfield out of here. There he goes. All right. Grimgor has armor. Yeah, of course. I mean, he's going to have his baseline armor value, which is like 110 or 20 or something. All right. So now it's time. We're going to put our Hawklands on the walls because it's just the coolest shit. And they'll retreat eventually. So the Hawklands are going to be unleashing the firepower. And we have our artillery foothold. Okay. So we have a couple mortars, which are going to be nice. We have the Sunmaker back here, which is brilliant. Nothing just hits like a truck. And then mortars. And mortars. Mortar! Mortars will definitely unleash some good steady fire. We're going to put silver bullets to guard them. And a couple of Free Company militia on guard duty as well. Halberdiers. We got Toddy. We have an engineer who has Master of Ballistics who's going to be buffing our Sunmaker. We have a Harry Potter wizard with metal because it's just so good in siege battles. Demogryph Knight's going to be in group 3 and they're going to be on guard duty. And just so nobody gets like too sneaky on us, guys, I'm thinking of like putting some defenders on like the streets here to make sure nothing sneaks around the sides, because that can definitely happen. So we're gonna have some like scouts on the streets. Okay, so you're gonna be here, you're gonna be here, and we're gonna put you in control group 8. Great. And now we can defend everything else. So basic spearmen, just in case, gonna be right there. The other halberdiers, we want to have a couple of them defending the gates with the homies. Halberdiers are really good. And I think we have everyone basically deployed out as we want them. Did I leave anybody? Toddy's here. So Sunmaker can go in 4. And we will individually mic everything else. We're not using special campaign units, although it'd probably be fun to do that. We'll do it next time. Holy shit, that is a wog and a half. God damn. That is pure destruction coming at us. Look at the monstrous infantry. They don't have like anything in terms of real normal infantry. Okay, I need to take fire. Well, the Blorks need to get pounded, like, hard. I think the Rogue Idol... Yeah, focusing the Giant first is going to be better. Oh, boy. We have little Groms up in the high ground. That's nice. Oh, double little Grom, but I don't know if they're going to be able to see very well. Okay. Cool. Let's do it. Yeah, I guess I was the last one. I was just enjoying the grandeur of it all. All right. So Blackworks need to be fired upon, and the mortars are just going to shoot whatever the hell they can. They can shoot the Arrow Boys here, and they can shoot the Arrow Boys there. And are we manning the walls well enough? Shit, these towers need to be manned. Yeah, I didn't know. I thought he had them. That's not good. So we need to go over here and man the towers. So we're going to go down here. We're going to go down here. The towers not being manned is very bad. So we need to get up there and do that. All right. So towers, should have built them before, but it's okay. We're going to build you and save up for a good one here. And the Hawklands are now going to be manning the walls. Great. Oh boy. That's going to be messy. Okay, we got the tower shooting now. Sunmaker's coming out, and Toddbringer's going to go and see if he can find anything. They have some artillery. They have like Doomdiver catapults, different things. And the Hawklands could probably get ready to retreat. We're going to get Halberdiers up on the walls here and Halberdiers up on the walls here as we see... Oh shit, I forgot about Blood Vultures. Oh shit, I didn't even think of that. Okay guys, wow, okay. That changes things a little bit. So Toddy's going to go on the walls. The Hawklands are going to get routed. Halberdiers need to prepare at the gatehouse. And we're going to use the Power Stone to get our regeneration. Okay, Toddy's fighting on the walls here. We have some brave Halberdiers who are going to go reman the towers. Okay, my ally moved up. Good. In the meantime, how is the Sunmaker doing? Yeah, those guys are getting hammered. We're going to put this hurt down on the Doomdiver catapults here. And the mortars, what do we want to shoot at? Probably just start hammering the Greenskin force here. All right. So Toddy fighting on the walls. They're going to get through that gatehouse, though. It's only a matter of time. Do we have more Halberdiers ready to go? Let's pull you guys up. Oh, my God. The pathing, the line of sight. We just got owned. Oh, that's so bad. All right, let's move those spears up. And the tower's still shooting. Toddy is going to help defend the gatehouse here. They are breaching some of the walls, so we need to get that friggin' Sunmaker back. The pathing on that shit is so haggard. Okay. How are we looking? Yeah, they're not coming through the gates yet. We need to get another good quality tower up, so I'm just going to build this here. Yeah, our mortars are getting hit, although they are still shooting pretty well. Well, we've done some okay damage. Cathay would be very good in siege battles, actually, because they would have, yeah, let's get the Hawklands online. So we got Hawklands right here, and you Hawklands can set up right here. You're hanging out nearby, and Toddy is going to go in and fight, and we're going to see what we can get done. We do have an Eshin Maneater. Ooh, it's going to be a tough one, guys. Okay, let's do this. Final Transmutation to nail that entire blob. We're going to see if we can do it, and Demogryphs need to watch the birds. The birds are the word. Some of them are getting shot, though, which is nice, and the Sunmaker is coming. And it's going to have to turn around and fight. So Toddy gets in. He does some huge damage with the Final Transmutation. Blorks are coming down from the walls. And now we do get these guys landing on my mortar team, as the guns are going to set up shop and shoot, hopefully, pretty effectively here. Toddy's coming back. Blood Vulture's taken offline. Another Blood Vulture taken offline here, but the mortar team survives. So we're going to turn the Sunmaker around, get ready for some friendly firing, and we do punish this blob pretty hard. Okay, let's get you guys nailing down the Sky Striders right there. Toddy's going to do a little bit of cycle charging. And we basically need to save up for another big blob punishment spell. That's going to be the play. All right, so Sunmaker shooting into there seems a little bit iffy. We're going to put you in guard mode and try and just shoot at maybe the Powder Guts out there. Streltsy and Halberds are holding. Toddy is holding back the tide as well. The green tide is moving in. Time to get the Halberds off the walls. I think we're going to need them down here. Here comes the Bear Riders. All right, have we dealt with all those threats? The Demogryph Knights need to get ready to party. Okay, so let's get our silver bullets on the high ground here. Demogryph Knights need to be ready. We do have Blorks, Paul Blork, Malkop coming around. Are they flanking the city? They're not. Okay. So towers, we can build another tower here to just put damage down. We're not losing too badly on the army loss department. Golg is over there. We can go after him. Boris, Chad, Ursus fighting the good fight. Got to be careful, man. Let's look for freebies. We should be able to fight him. All right, so the mortar team's still firing away, wearing down the Blorks. The Halberds are doing it, and the silver bullets now have the high ground and are going to get a shitload of value here. Final Transmutation's coming soon. Free Company Militia might need to go and help defend the backside of the city. How's Toddy doing against Golg? He's Golg's a strong fighter, though. We should be careful. We're just going to run. We cannot afford to lose our Lord. All right, how are the silver bullets doing? Still shooting, and we can just keep friendly firing into the blob here. A lot of SEs are in play. Okay, so we're going to run back here. Demogryph Knights with Halberds. There are Blorks with them. So a little bit scary. Are they still playing the back of the city? We do have the Halberds who are going to hold the street for as long as they can. We are pulling some value back. This shooting from the Streltsy, oh no, he moved his 2 little Groms into melee. He made the same mistake I did. Oh, that's pain. Okay, Demogryph Knights need to go here and clean up these Manticore, which I can't freaking click on. It's like buggy as hell. You guys seeing the shit? Just I can't click it. There it goes. All right. Sigma guides us. Let's get the Hawkland set up on the high ground here. And they look like they are breaking through. Granted, there are some Halberds. I need to save up for an overcasted version, by the way. The tower should still be slapping. Yeah, let's get another tower here. Get this bad boy all built up. Okay, why can I not click that? Is it buggy? Oh my god, siege battles are so jank. Okay, there we go. All right, so my Harry Potter needs to get back and go hide behind the tower. He's being sniped. The Legions of Evil are coming. I don't think I have time to wait for another one there. Doom Divers are going after him, so we're just going to drop another one here. Drop the base. Hope for the best. And we can just shoot down into the blob a little bit now. We do manage to nail them, so let's get our Harry Potter to the back of the city. And how are we doing? We still have some militia reserves. We can pull them right here and have them shoot a little bit. Some Yetis have gotten in. Demogryph Knights with Halberds should be able to come in and boink these guys down, so let's shoot these Yetis. As we do get another great one there. That hit most of their stuff. It looks like Boris Ursus may have died in there. Yeah, he might have run into some trouble. Cool, so the Yetis are going to get Demogryph Knighted. We do have the restock. It's not super useful here, but we'll put it on the Sunmaker, I guess. And are there any Blorks still in here? You know what, let's just shoot into this blob here and see what we can get going. We still have the Halberdiers. The walls are still shooting there. And on the backside, what do we got? Halberdiers fighting Black Orcs. Demogryph Knights folding up those threats. Oh my god, it just won't shoot. Okay, we're just going to put it here and just maybe just start waddling it back here. Just flee the scene. Eshin Maneater, Steven Seagal getting it back here. We're going to go finish him off. It's a lot of big stuff, guys. A lot of big stuff. How much wins Magic? I'm going to have enough for another big Final Transmutation. Maybe that can pull the game back. And Steven Seagal does get taken down. We're going to move these Halberds over here. Rush them to the back of the city. And the Free Company Militia are going to set up on the staircase and just keep ripping shots. We might have a chance here. The towers are doing really good. And the mortars are still partially going, although they're just kind of moving. We should just put fire at will on, just let them shoot at whatever they can hit. Yep, shoot you guys there. Sunmaker is going to try and relocate to the back of the city. We'll see if we can get some better arcs. Alright, so Free Company fighting against trolls is not ideal. Toddy has chased down the Maneater. We're going to get you guys up here as well. So we're going to retreat some stuff and keep some elements fighting in the front, you know. These mortars. They are ripping some shots here and there, but we're going to need our towers to carry us into the sunset. Toddy going to go fight those Black Orcs over there. See if he can maybe clear that out. And who's that? It's going to be Grimgor Ironhide. Okay, Grimgor Chadhide is here. Mortars are still shooting. Let's get the engineer retreating to the top of the city here as we are reforming the ranks. And we need to get one big punishing blow on them. Alright, Free Company, you guys probably retreat because we need to buy time for our towers without getting army losses, so we're going to actually pull back. Retreat! Fall back to the Hornburg! Ooh, Demi's getting it good. I don't like that. Alright, let's get you guys back too. So the Demis are going to retreat. I think Doom Divers are killing them. Alright, so what do we have here? Some Blorks. Hopefully we can break them on the side and keep our towers active. Gonna run you back there. Do we have any more tower spots we can build? We do have a big old tower spot we can build right there. Okay, the Orcs have broken through. Pretty healthy little army, but they are eating some tower shots. I still have the Halberdiers over here. So the Halberdiers, Giga Chad holding on the walls. Actually helpful because they are keeping that tower shooting online. Sunmaker is going to make the retreat here. And now we can set up and shoot a little bit. Toddy able to break those Blorks over there. So Paul Blork Malkop is in trouble. We'll send the Halberdiers to chase them off, and Toddbringer can pull back to the keep. Alright. So how's old Kislev looking? I think he's got some elements left. Sunmaker is still alive, and it's good for the balance of power purposes, that's for damn sure. Can Toddy get any picks? Can we shatter anything important here? Demogryph Knights have pulled back. Here they are. So there are some isolated trolls over here. So we're just going to make an arrow tower. It's better than nothing. Okay, big force coming on in. They are catching up in value a little bit. So now we're going to set up the Sunmaker here and just let it shoot. It's going to need to shoot. We got Halberds preparing for the last stand here, and Toddy is going to be able to probably rout off some of these trolls. We'll have to see. Yeah, our cannon is still doing work. Our little cannon tower here. Free Company Militia have made it, so we're going to have them defend these stairs, and the Halberdiers can come and defend these ones. And the Sunmaker, we could put on fire at will now and just let it shoot. And shoot whatever the hell you can see, man. That's how we're going to do it. Okay, spheres here. We got stone trolls. We're going to see if we can just break their leadership real quick with a little bit of support. So we're going to bring you guys down and go for it. Demogryphs on the other side are about to encounter a very scary force. We do have enough for another big nuke. Great, so those trolls getting routed, that's how we do it. You know, you rat back with little plays like that. I mean, their army is kind of beat up too, man. It's not looking super good. Can we hit anything here? Maybe hit some of these arrow boys. All right, let's get the Halberdiers in there. You're chilling. We were able to break the trolls, which is good. Those trolls will be broken. We're going to need Toddy over here. So the Halberdiers have engaged in combat. And now we're going to have a little bit of fun here. So we do get the spell off before he can shut us down. Grimgor is going to run. It's fine. We're still going to hit most of the army. Okay, Demogryph Knights. Let's bring them down here. Go after some of the big boys that are a little bit isolated. Awesome. So that's a lot of damage. My Kislev ally, I believe, is gone. Okay, those guys are beat up here. We have Demis creeping around the outside, so let's go back this way. We still have tower shooting, mind you. And that cannon emplacement. Well, do we go down and try and take down these? Yeah, just get all that free artillery. Are we going to have enough for another one? I don't think so. All right, so Toddy is here fighting with his halberds. But Grimgor is going to be very tough. The Demogryph Knights, are they bugged? I think they might be a little bit bugged out here. We got a Black Orc Big Boss. Okay, so we're needed over here, I think. Toddy, I'm going to go ahead and land here. Spider coming in. Ooh, they got a lot still. They got a lot. Trolls will lose to halberds. Free Company should be able to beat those man-eaters. Engineer can come about face. My artillery felt a little lackluster this game. We do get a nice alpha strike right there and break that that hag. Oh, this is the end. My ally did great though. Look at, I mean, he did amazing damage. He was a beast. He really held it down. This is fun. Yeah, this is a lot of fun, man. Okay, so we attack in. Toddy's going to need to retreat. Demogryph Knights are still in the mix, but probably not going to be able to hang here. Shoot there, and the Greenskins have arrived at the high ground. Free Company losing their fight. Army losses. GG. Fun match, guys. Fun match. A valiant defeat. Truly. Truly so. Truly so. Yes, yes. Now, in retrospect, the Sunmaker seemed pretty dog shit. It was just not shooting. It was waddling. Probably the mortars were a little bit more cost effective. Yeah, you can see 800, 300. Sunmaker got 1500 value though, so it could be worse. Toddy was great. My wizard probably carried 4,000 value on the wizard. It's so brutal. Giga Chad, Boris Ursus. Definitely we probably needed some magic here, but mostly monstrous infantry on their side. I mean, trolls and big boys as well. All right, guys. GG, well played. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. I'm going to go exercise because I'm a fat turd right now and I need to lose some weight. But I appreciate all of you guys. We'll see you around. We'll be back tomorrow with the Project Zomboid stream and then more RTS later in the week as we've got some Dawn of War 2 planned as well. So it's going to be a good time for all. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you around on the other side. And Sigmar bless this ravaged body.